This episode of Limit Break Radio is made possible by our generous Patreon donors, including Klaus Reinhurst of Excalibur, Lorelei Sedai of Gilgamesh, Petros of the Final Fantasy XI Phoenix server. Thank you so much for your support. If you want to support Limit Break Radio, please visit patreon.com/limitbreakradio.
Live from Eorzea.
Limit Break with your hosts, Aniero.
So what if he wants to come home and spend time online with his guild and pleasure elves, running around with his orky friends?
Kahlo.
What, you got a clan rally?
Juxtaposition.
This is like talking to a mound of pudding.
Eskalia.
My name is Mr. Sticky Dick in my mouth.
LimitBreakRadio.com.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Limit Break Radio.
A radio wrecked.
Oh,
that's what happened to all of you guys today.
Oh, dude. Yeah, we are pretty wrecked today.
Is anyone else surprised at all that Kahlo's the only one without something bad happening to him here today?
Well, he you know what? He did a lot of work for this. I got to admit, he did a lot of work for this. He gets to get out of it in some you
never make a bet with a thief, guys. All right. Ask Kooky how that turned out for her. Yeah, if anyone was going to not have to do anything for the payoff, then I guess it should be Kahlo. I'm pretty sure he brought in the most amount of money. Anyway,
he got kicked in the balls, and
I got to kick someone in the balls.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
you totally did. You totally did your work.
You did give Satan a rim job or whatever it was.
I did the one thing that everybody wishes they could do to Juxta.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Well,
that's fair.
And he had the thing done what everyone wants to do to him, which
Stop
is
it.
Mute him. Get slapped. Oh, okay.
Okay.
I was going to bring up something else.
And with the body shot?
Shut up! I forgot.
All right. So, of course, we are live from Eorzea. Let's kick it over to our Eorzean studios. But that is, that's a footnote in really what's going on here today. Thank you guys for joining us live in Eorzea. And, of course, over at twitch.tv/LimitBreakRadio, we are making podcast history here. I can't name another podcast off the top of my head that's had a live tattoo go down on their stream. So that's what we're doing here today. The bet is paying off, and so of course we have our in-studio camera, and we are hanging out with our tattoo artist Sam. Sam, what's going on? How you doing? Wave hi to everyone.
What's going on?
Hey, Juxta, why don't you scoot your mic back and give Sam a minute here before.
How's everyone doing?
Yeah, thank you. By the way, thank you, Sam. Sam is a tattoo artist over at Signature Tattoos in Ferndale, Michigan. That's 230 West 9 Mile in Ferndale. If you're ever in Detroit and you want to be tattooed by the same person who has tattooed the back of Juxtaposition, then this is the man to call.
Truly an illustrious title.
Right.
I think he gets a plaque for that, doesn't he?
So Sam,
like on his teeth?
I feel like this is sort of a thing that doesn't really happen often, like in-home tattoos. Like, is this a service that a whole lot of tattoo artists can offer, or are there like varying legal things in different states that prevent tattoo artists from working in this capacity?
You're not allowed to operate a
You
business.
could get right up on that, Mike.
Yeah, you're not allowed to yeah, you can't operate any type of business out of a house, obviously.
Right.
When's the last time you went to a tattoo shop and saw we deliver in a window?
That's a good point.
It doesn't happen very often.
It was a hybrid Jimmy John's tattoo shop.
Yeah.
That's
Except for it doesn't take that. It takes a little bit longer than that to get there.
That's a good point. But it occurred to me while I was kind of engaging in the search that there are people who can't leave the home for one reason or another, and it's good to know that like there are tattoo artists that are out there willing to provide a service like this to someone in the home that maybe can't leave. And I don't know. I thought that this might be a good opportunity to share. If anyone is in that situation, does want to get a tattoo in the home, this is something that you can kind of look into on your own, right?
Well, maybe there's a market for this.
Yeah, maybe.
No, it's just,
no, just shut down. All right, no, I'm wrong. No. That's fine.
I like that you're gonna look just like him when you shave your beard. If the resemblance is already uncanny.
Well, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I don't think you're gonna have sideburns this good.
But I think I can try to like sculpt them. Maybe I can get somewhere close. We'll try.
Realis didn't have sideburns that good.
So anyway, Sam, thank you so much for doing this. We really appreciate it. You're an awesome guy for coming by and doing this live on the air. And of course, we're making Twitch history. We've got 2 shots that we're going here. We've got the far off shot so that you can kind of see what's going on in the studio, and then we've got our nice close up in shot where we can get all of Juxta's reactions, and there you see Sam as well. So here we go. Let's I guess if you guys are ready, the stencil is already on. Juxta, how are you feeling? You can reclaim your mic now, I think.
Yeah.
Go ahead and take that.
Oh, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Thank you.
Not nervous at all?
No.
All right. So
How do you do
comparatively, more or less nervous now before the nut shot?
I feel like I was more nervous for the nut shot.
You were the one that got kicked in the nuts?
Yeah.
I was. He suffers for this product.
I got to kick him, yeah.
That's right.
Bet for?
So basically, Juxta and I both wanted this tattoo, and we had a bit of a conflict, a little bit of an argument on the air, and so we placed a bet to see who could raise the most amount of money while streaming live on Twitch.
And neither of them raised very much.
Neither of us really, but we had other people who were like in our teams. Kahlo over here was actually the one who
he was the breadwinner.
He really was. He brought in the most. But that's how we got here. And so it was we were competing for the right to get this tattoo. So had it not been for what was it? What was the margin that I lost by?
$400 or something.
Something like that. Yeah. Had it not been for that $400 margin, then I would have been the one in the hot seat. So
yeah.
All right. So anyway,
but there's more going on than just the tattoo.
Oh yeah, we've got more.
There's also punishment for those of us who lost.
Absolutely. I'm going to be shaving my beard. Eskalia is going to be waxing his legs. That's all coming up today on the show. We're excited to have you here, guys. But we've also got some FF14 news to talk about.
This is a limit-breaking news update.
So Sam, you're good to go anytime. You can, you can start anytime, man. You're good to go. We'll sort of do periodic check-ins. Now, one of the challenges that we've presented Juxta with here today is that he's got to try to maintain his composure and be able to contribute to the conversation while getting the tattoo. So we'll see how that works.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh man.
Should I like tighten up or relax or what?
It's actually really not that bad. It's really annoying.
Okay.
I actually need to hunch just a little bit more.
Ooh, that noise.
Forward?
That noise, man.
Okay, sure. Can I go like this then?
Do we get a close up of his face for the first time?
Yeah. We'll get a close up here. We'll get a close up.
Ooh, okay.
Oh.
All right, so we're done, right?
Can we move the chat to the other side?
Here we go. There we go.
The look on his face is perfect.
Oh,
Mine too.
Okay.
I'm not going to count every line.
Remember, it's got to get filled in too. It's got to get shaded in too.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Okay.
For you, I'm really sad.
Okay. So make it good and worth it.
Oh, is there supposed to be that much blood?
Woo! Oh man. All right, so let's
Let's
talk about the news.
I don't have it outlined in front of me, so take it away, Aniero.
Sorry. All right, come on. We're professionals here, guys.
We're professionals.
So there's a Famitsu translation on the Gears of Change and PvP provided by Yoshi P.
There've been a bunch of articles to come out.
It's hard to do that, isn't it?
And this is distracting all around. I gotta say.
I just feel like I have to talk really loud.
We've got to talk over the.
Yeah. So who actually read the Famitsu translation? Was there anything in there worth noting in particular?
I did not.
I did not either.
Oh, nice job, guys.
Good job, everyone.
Eskalia?
This is good work.
I heard Juxta was going to read it.
Yeah, Juxta.
I linked it so someone else can do it.
Didn't even bother to read it.
No.
Pretty close.
There's just dust in the air.
There's also this isn't something. This was something that was a lot more interesting before an answer actually finally came out. But there was a little bit of a witch hunt going on Reddit when someone discovered on FF logs that there was a black mage who was doing around 1600 DPS on Alexander Savage 4.
Right.
A black mage. Now, black mages now are very hard to play. They also noted, though, that they were also being quarantined and still keeping up that DPS. A lot of stuff started going back and forth, like, oh, well, maybe there was stuff within the actual fight that, ACT couldn't account for. Like when there's raid damage caused by like the virus or whatnot, that contributes it to
But there was even more to it than that.
Oh, because people were looking at the logs and being like, no, they only had stacks of 3, so that never happened.
And they're able to go back and check because of things like FF logs, too.
But then those logs on
there was
FF...
a video.
The video came later, so these logs on FF logs suddenly became private. So that person realized people were looking him up, got on there and shut the logs off.
Right.
They then found more evidence.
No, you're not holding my hand. I don't think
your
so.
hand, you asshole. No.
I should have brought my carbuncle plushie for you to snuggle.
I just want someone else to feel this pain.
I'll get to do my own pain later.
Okay, so I thought
get your life mate over here to hold your hand.
I'm reading the news, telling them about a story because nobody else read this except for Juxta.
Come on, Callow.
Yes,
Do your job!
Hey, he's doing better drops than you are.
Oh, shut up. That's an obvious one.
So anyway, then someone looked up another log that he actually had also done almost 1,500 on Alexander Savage 3 4 months ago. So people were pointing out that this type of DPS might be possible with a certain amount of skill speed gear because he was doing fire forecasts in 2.2 seconds.
Right.
Which is fucking insane.
Yeah.
Okay? And they're first of all, even if you had the best diadem gear with insane skill speed in every single slot, right now, you can't get that. Let alone 4 months ago, right? And every time they would find evidence for them to sort of comb over and look at, it would disappear. So then someone found a video of him in one of these fights, and then that video disappeared. And it was this whole big conspiracy, how the fuck is he doing this? And then apparently just recently on BG, it has been said that they're basically using hacks and glitches or cheats or something like that. And basically what they're doing is they're removing all animation from their side of the game. So as long as they know the exact timing of when they can start a new cast, that's how they're doing it. So it kind of dispelled the whole thing. It was kind of really underwhelming. And yeah,
because for a while it was a jump down a rabbit hole.
Yeah. The idea that there was some exploit or glitch in the game that allowed you to do this is how did only one person find it, then keep it a secret for 4 months?
Yeah.
But if he was just cheating using an outside hack,
program,
third party, then that's not really a big deal.
It's totally more exciting to think he found some exploit built into the game that he was using.
Yeah, absolutely. So there was also a Dengeki interview as well. Some interesting notes in there. Just some of the highlights because we've still got the preliminary patch notes to go over as well. But there's no Heavensward primals: Odin, Bahamut, Titan, Mog, Primal Gear. For now, it will only be the 5 primals. So that kind of puts to rest some of the theorizing that we were doing on the last episode that each job is going to get their own primal.
It's such a bummer.
It is.
It's so lame.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is.
And it means he was right.
Yeah, told ya.
Diadem won't bring better gear, but there will be lots of changes, and it will be a way to get materials. There will be ways to get rank 4 materials daily and rank 5 weekly, but in Diadem it will be unrestricted, and the exchange rate will be lowered. Both fighters and crafters and gather materia will be easier to obtain. So, I know that. I know that I had to talk Skuro back a little bit from raging about the Diadem changes and them not being enough, and I've seen some disappointment that that there hasn't been there hasn't been things like more content added to Diadem, and I'm not sure where that expectation ever came in. I mean, I knew that we knew that we were getting time changes, and we knew that we were going to get some various system side adjustments with Diadem, but we also knew that we weren't getting any major additions to Diadem as well. And if that's going to come in the next patch cycle. It's not going to come in this patch cycle.
Right.
There's no reason for it to. You know what I mean? Like if
that's something that they would say for in between patch cycles as a supplementary.
Still gotta fill it in.
With the outline. Yeah.
The outline is completed. Great.
How you doing? How you doing, bud?
So all those little quick lines are all done. Now he gets to fill it all in.
Yeah,
it's gonna be hype.
Great.
Yeah, how you doing over there?
So nobody told me there was a needle involved. I thought we should marketing in like a marker. Use like a Crayola or something.
He thought it was gonna be one of those water stick-on tattoos.
Yeah, you know that this is permanent, right? This never comes off.
Yeah, I knew that
okay.
part. But I thought it was just a really good Sharpie.
And just see. Well, that's yeah. There you go.
With a needle. Seem to forget that part.
What's your pain level over there, Jeff?
It's like a 1.
That's why you're crying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a literally low threshold for pain.
Out of 1.
Out of 1.
It probably doesn't hurt as much on your spine because you have all that.
Thanks, Papa. Thanks. I don't need a freaking tissue.
The troll VP goes to Papa Woody today.
Yeah, our intern just popped his head in.
Yeah, but Juxta, you have all that padding over top of your spine, so it doesn't hurt that much, right?
Yeah, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That's a fat joke.
Yeah.
Okay. How does that feel?
Pretty good.
Pretty good?
Pretty good.
Could you see doing this more?
Sure.
Now, people say that tattoos are addicting. Do you think you might get a second one after this?
Yeah.
No. What would your second one be?
Well, me and Juxta actually made a pact that if we get to a point where we are supported just by doing Limit Break Radio, that's our full-time job.
Yeah.
That we would get the Limit Break Radio emblem tattooed on us somewhere.
Don't do that.
Like the logo?
The one that I made in Photoshop in 20 minutes?
The LBR, yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Don't do that to yourself. There was...
Not to say that it's not an amazing logo.
It's not.
I like it.
I like it, too. We plastered it all over dog tags.
That's true. So notes on the new dungeon. Anti-Tower and Andropor Hard will not be realistic dungeons, and they will have a big fantasy vibe, both for the look and the mechanics. It was really nice for the dev team to create an unrealistic dungeon for once. What does that mean?
What? Huh?
What does that mean?
Yeah, I forgot Void Ark is so incredibly rooted in realism.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like an alien spaceship.
That's just
so
a very confusing
What is this
statement.
then?
Yeah.
What does unrealistic mean?
Maybe. All right. Here's what I'm hoping it means. No more circle fucking rooms.
Yeah, right.
Is it going to be
that's not going to happen.
So it's not just straight up hallway, room, hallway, room, hallway, room. That there'll be a little bit more. No, because it wasn't there a video in one of them where someone was jumping around and being thrown around, teleported around or something.
I don't know.
Yes.
Maybe I don't remember. Well, yeah.
Oh, that was an Alexander.
Well,
that was an Alexander.
I think the Anti-Tower has pads that will make it so that you switch your gravity. It'll whoop you onto the ceiling or something.
You?
Yeah. Whoop you onto the ceiling. Yeah. I don't know, just an interesting statement.
It's a weird statement, is what it is.
Yeah, Saint Mokeen and Pharaoh's Hard will be added to the 60 roulette, which will be nice because we'll have 4 roulettes that we'll be switching between instead of just 2.
Which means less chances to do the Never Reap 500.
I know.
We might just have to start doing on reset day a run of Never Reap with
500.
a different healer each time.
That is true.
That'd be fun.
Good contribution.
Yeah, you're not contributing much, Juxta.
Yeah, I think we need to have more Juxta contributions
Okay, well,
here.
Mr. Wolf told me not to talk while he's poking, so.
I told you not to move while you're talking.
Oh.
There's a difference.
Fuck.
Yeah, you can just move your mouth.
Whose side are you on, Wolf?
Amber's trying to help with the back.
He's helping with whoever's paying him.
That's me, technically.
Oh, no, that's the audience, technically.
Well, fair enough.
Yeah. The difficulty will be around final coil difficulty, but there will be more varied mechanics during the fight. I think that that's pretty cool, considering that, for the last week, we got... Kahlo and I got through Final Coil on the Unsynced. Juxta and I did it on the Unsynced. So, I think that's... And the difficulty is not really that hard.
And you know what? Actually, I've determined that it's a small step in the right direction.
Juxta, stop being a pussy. Man the fuck up. XD.
Oh, Ryuichi. Nice.
Can't hear it.
Nice.
He says stop being a pussy.
He says, yeah.
Eat my nuts.
So anyway, something that I sort of realized going back and doing Coil, specifically T13, and also actually doing Ramu and Extreme, and to a little extent Shiva Extreme, something that I think that they could do, which would make these encounters a little bit more fun and sort of be moving away from the idea of the static jump roping, is instead of having them just be like patterns. Right, and I think the reason that why I kind of came to this conclusion is because of all of the pushing phases. You don't really get those same patterns.
Right.
Have them have all these same moves, but they should do them fucking randomly so that the players have to react to it instead of memorize it.
Dynamics.
Now, it's kind of like Shiva, though.
Right, exactly. Now, obviously, you would probably have to tune down the one-hit KOs because that would be super unforgiving.
Right.
But as players, it's more fun to react to stuff than it is to just be like, all right, now we run this way, now we run this way, now we go over here.
But this
single
community
time.
hates RNG.
I don't fucking care what they... No, but they love Diadem.
I know.
Because of RNG.
Well, I don't know. I don't know
Nobody
that...
loves D&D.
Yeah, I don't...
Well, we love the idea of it because of the RNG factor, but that's only in drops.
I don't know, man. I think that you could add dynamics that players have to react to, like Shiva, but Shiva was really only a binary dynamic. Like it was either react to staff, react to sword. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like if you threw more in there, and if you did make it not like an instacast and not a one-hit KO, but stuff that you did still have to react to, I think that that could be a way to design a dynamic fight.
Didn't people get all pissy about the final boss of T5 having an RNG element to its attacks?
T5?
T5?
Coil
way
T5?
Back, yeah, Coil T5, way back in the day.
What was RNG?
Twintania? Yeah.
Twintania, dive bombs.
Dive bombs?
RNG.
Oh, that's not
it's
RNG.
RNG in who it chooses, maybe, but you know when dive bombs are coming. What I mean is like when something's like, all right, there's dive bombs, now there's ads. Now here comes plumes, now we're doing dive bombs again, then ads, then plumes. Dive bombs, ads, plumes. That's boring. You made a comment when we were doing T13 that even though we were unsynced...
Juxta, don't cry even if it's your first time from behind Kappa cried.
Who was that?
The Mismatcher. Thank you, Mismatcher.
But you mentioned even though it's unsynced, like you were having a lot of fun doing it.
Oh, yeah.
And I was having a lot of fun doing it too, and the reason why was, even though they tried to explain the fight to us, it was still kind of all coming very randomly, and sometimes we pushed phases, so things would kind of rush.
Oh, that just triggered the fuck out of Juxta.
Oh
when
my
we
God,
did
it
it,
did.
he was so frustrated.
Yeah,
Which part?
Really the entire time.
Of what fight, though?
All of them?
All of them, I guess. So yeah, just the fact that you didn't really know what was coming and everything seemed new and fresh at all times, it was really refreshing and really fun, and that's what I want out of a raid. Not, all right, we're gonna run this 10 times and it's literally the same fucking thing every single time.
Yeah.
That'd be more fun.
I hope we have a camera angle that is somehow getting Juxta's face, because literally, like, all I see is like him normal, and then go. And then back to normal.
It's coming along, man. It's getting there. It's getting there.
I'm so happy.
Is that why you're crying?
Yes.
Tears of joy.
I'm sure that's what it is.
Glad I bought a change of pants.
Did you wear the brown pants?
Yes.
All right. So for the Sephiroth battle, it'll be around the same difficulty as Ravana, although Sephiroth will look really strong and massive. It's not part of the main storyline, so anyone can choose when they want to challenge him, which I thought that was a really interesting decision. We talked a little bit about this one night on stream, but what do you think Sephiroth and possibly the Warring Triad moving forward being separated out of the storyline? What do you think that does? Because all of the previous primals were connected to the storyline somehow.
Well, to an extent, yes. I mean, when they gave us the first, like the normal modes, or like in Leviathan or Remud's case, the hard mode, sure. That was in the storyline. But then, like, the extreme versions, for example, they were kind of a broken off, splintered storyline. And it's the same sort of thing that they did with Crystal Tower. You were introduced to Crystal Tower through
Wow, I didn't think Juxta could open his mouth like that. Frightening.
Thanks, Ryuichi.
Through the main story, but then Crystal Tower had its own storyline. So, I mean, it's kind of just a different way to looking at it. So, yeah, you can go and do Sephiroth whenever you want, but it's still just another storyline. It's the same thing for the Extreme Primals. Go and do it whenever you want. Crystal Tower, do it whenever you want. Void Ark, you can do it whenever you want.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. It
feels lazy to me.
Well, I mean,
why does it feel lazy, Juxta?
Because they need to have the story connected to the Acons to make them useful and stuff.
Well, I did think that, having the Warring Triad play a narrative role was going to be really interesting and how. But the other thing that I thought of is I was like, when they were writing it, it could have felt to the devs or the writers like, oh, we have to go back and do another primal threat, and that refocusing the storyline to be able to do that was a narrative waste.
Just because it's not in the main storyline doesn't mean that it can't still have a narrative to it,
right?
And it can't still have a compelling narrative, because obviously the Warring Triad is captured. They're in stasis, but that stasis has either been damaged or the unlock process has been started by Thornton. So we know at some point we have to go before it's too late.
But you would have thought that since it was attached to Thornton, that it would have been attached to the main storyline.
Again, I think it's all just the way that you're looking at it. Obviously, I think that the main storyline will steer us in that direction, right?
Yeah.
Like, introduce us to the NPC that has the quest or whatever, but then sort of you and that NPC are going to go off and do your own thing as, Elfenau and the Scions, whatever, continue on to do whatever it is they do.
Well, there is another quote here. The side story quest of the Warring Triad will only be against the story mode trials that will also be included in the roulette, while the extreme version will be harder and not required to progress in the story. So there is a story attached to it, and I forget who was that brought it up in the chat when we were talking about it the one night on stream. But they had mentioned the kid with the white face mask and the white robes.
Oh yeah,
and that it would be
when you're talking to or going to do Bismarck and Ravana. Is that right?
Yeah, that it would probably be a continuation of that.
Forgot about that little fucker.
Well, yeah, exactly. We haven't heard anything for quite a while from that storyline. So
it'll be half a year.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to revisit that. But I always thought that was going to tie closer into the main storyline. But then again, maybe it doesn't. So
yeah, I mean, the main storyline is always shifting focuses all over the place too. So
yeah,
Heaven's Ward especially has taken us all over the place. I feel like in the first few patches, they've had a hard time locking down what they want Heaven's Ward's story to be about.
Well, we still need to wrap up the Crystal Braves, don't we? Or not the Crystal Braves, I'm sorry, but Telegiagilegi?
That's still another.
Lolorito, sorry.
They're still over there doing whatever it is they're doing. But I mean that's also that's another thing that makes I think Eorzea feel like it's such a big and expansive thing is there isn't just one thing going on. Just like in the real world, there is a shit ton of or shady dealings going on. Fucking calamities that are threatening us at every corner and turn, and there are other nations, even just individually, that have their own problems. It's not just like there's one giant thing threatening all of the world.
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
I just mean in Heaven's Ward as compared to 2.0, I feel like it's a lot more all over the place.
Well, yeah, because I think 2.0 was focusing very tightly on the world that was already built with 1.0. And, kind of giving more validity to that world because there wasn't much painted on the canvas that 1.0 provided.
I'm going to disagree with Eskalia. I think that there's the same amount of sort of loose ends and
really?
The reason that it seems...
Looks like Sam Wolf's CPS is going to town on Juxta. Don't worry, Juxta baby. If you pass out from it, you can do it again, and you'll have the echo next time.
We're sorry, Sam. We're listening to a donation. Somebody, Silite.
Should I add Sam Wolf to the waiver wire for FFL this week? Pretty solid DPS work going on over there.
Yeah.
But I think the reason that it seems like there's more loose ends or that Heaven's Ward is more all over the place is, first of all, we think of Gridania and Ul'dah and Limsa as Eorzea.
Right.
As one place.
Right.
And we think of Heaven's Ward as being removed from that. So anytime we leave Heaven's Ward to go back to one of those three places, it's focusing somewhere else, right? But if you were to separate, Coerthis from the three nations, now you have four different places, and the main storyline was all over the fucking place, right?
Yeah.
So that's one of the things that sort of shifts our focus a little bit. The other thing is, I think because the stakes have been raised so much all over the place that we remember where all of these loose ends are, as opposed to in the 2.0 storyline, when we left something alone, it wasn't that big of a concern as it is now.
Right.
So I think the stakes have just been up so much that those things just stick on our mind a lot more.
Okay.
Possibly. I mean, in 2.0, you had the Ascian threat, you had the Garlean threat, and you had, I guess you could say, like, the Crystal Braves and their coup, effectively, were like the three kind of overarching story points. Here in 3.0, like, what do we have, though? Still have the coup going on in Ul'dah. We've got the Dark Warriors of Light. We've got the issues going on with Nidhogg. We've got the coup going on in Ishgard now. We've got finding all the Scions again.
Yep.
There's a lot going on.
There's the Garlean Empire always, looming in the
Garleans
horizon.
are back now.
Oh, yeah. Well, and
the building thing going on in where Papalido and Ida are.
Yeah, wherever they are, yeah.
The Eastern place. Alamigo. Thank you.
Yeah.
There's a ton going on.
Yeah, there is. And the thing is I would love to see at least one of these goddamn plot lines reach a little bit of resolution.
Yeah, they do have all right, that's one criticism I will definitely give you. With the small amount of cutscenes that we are getting, nothing's really going anywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree.
I agree with that too.
I think we're going to go somewhere in 3.2. I think we are.
Well, we've got 11 whole MSQs to do it with.
Let's consider that 2.1 also had a lot of the same criticisms, that there was a lot of setup going on in the story, that the additions at the time, we were looking at Crystal Tower, it was very lackluster. We were all kind of, I think, a little bit disappointed with 2.1, and so, Juxta, you may not be wrong. Maybe 3.2 will be the one to get it done, dude.
I think so, because if you think back to 2.1, that was also a pretty lackluster patch of, in terms of, story, resolution. Lots of story developments and setting up. And I think 3.1 also mirrors that. So
you're not wrong. 2.1 had to set up a lot of new story elements that were closed out at the 2.0 conclusion.
See, that's the thing. The 3.0 and 2.0 ended the main storyline quest. So then 3.1 and 2.1 also have to set up the continuation of all that
That's
stuff. So.
right.
So
Yeah.
then do we look
that's
at
true.
3.1 as basically the opening act of the rest of the Heaven's Word storyline?
Yes,
Pretty much,
Yes,
yeah.
but the other thing is, though, is at least in my mind, like in terms of organization, they had a really good opportunity with 3.1 to close a couple of the plot lines to bring those to some resolution so that they could move on to some stuff.
Unless they have something really big planned. Maybe right now, this is our 2 towers, and 3.2 is going to be Return of the King.
I don't know. Do you really?
You're all done.
Do you really?
Yeah?
Look at that.
Hey, that's
Hey.
so
Made
bad.
it.
Wow.
Not so bad,
You
huh?
have your composure pretty good.
I know.
Didn't even pass out or anything.
No,
That's kind of disappointing.
Okay, I would rate it on a pain scale like maybe a 5, a 6.
Yeah?
Not the worst.
high.
Is it?
I think so.
Compare
Really?
it to the nut kick.
Says the guy with a ton of tattoos all over everywhere.
It's different everywhere you get one.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That I've heard that as well.
Okay, so in your expert opinion, Mr. Wolf, where is that right there? How bad is that placement?
Oh, that's not a bad spot at all. When
Oh.
you go lower on the back, it starts hurting more.
Oh, great.
And then when you get towards where your kidneys, your ribs are, that starts hurting less.
Someone in our chat said they got one on the sternum and it was the absolute
That was
worst.
the worst fucking thing I ever went through.
Really?
Yeah, that was by far my worst tattoo.
Oh man. Well, is it like just like proximity to the bone? Like how much space you have between skin and bone?
No, it's mostly where you're more sensitive.
Oh, okay. So
It's
nerves.
like you think your ribs are always protected by your arms, so it doesn't get everyday wear and tear.
Right.
The outside of your arms, you're bumping in the walls, you're doing this, the sun beats down on it, that kind of stuff.
Good point. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew a guy who got one across his collarbone. You could hear his teeth chattering when they were doing it over the collarbone.
Shape across your collarbone and down the center of your chest.
Yeah.
Oh
The
man.
worst.
All right, well, I mean, thank you very much.
No problem.
This was fun.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it so much.
Look at that forced smile.
On it before we bandage
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I guess
So
I can use my phone.
All right, let me.
yeah, let's definitely get a picture. Is Woody out there with the camera? Where do we have the camera?
What? Woody, get the fuck in here and do some work.
God damn it, Woody.
Piece of garbage.
Don't just troll us. You got to come in here
He
and do
already
shit.
left.
Yeah, I need. Also, Woody, I need a refill on my Dr. Pepper.
And a refill on Dr. Mount.
We're gonna go. We're gonna go out there. The PlayStation 4 is gonna be missing.
All right, thank you very much. Oh yeah. Oh wow, I'm really red.
Now,
Yeah, you are.
I've been
So
told
good.
to not let you itch or scratch that at all.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
So I'm probably going to go buy like a little pellet gun. And anytime I see you itching or scratching, I'm just going to shoot you with it.
Okay, well, I was picturing when
It's like a little worse than the spray bottle, I suppose, but okay.
I was kind of thinking you were going along the lines of one of those like dog cones around my head.
Oh my God, yes.
That sounds like another bet.
There you go.
Which wouldn't do anything because I could still use my hands.
Sorry, we're
Cones
still...
around his wrist.
No, oven mitts.
Oven mitts.
Duct tape oven mitts around it.
I think we have
Yes.
we have duct tape and oven mitts. I think we need to make this
Here?
happen. Yes.
This is happening.
Yep.
No,
This is happening.
Shut the fuck
no,
up. I
this
gotta
is
do my
happening. Escalia's got it.
Yeah, Eskalia has been doing a better job than you ever.
All right,
did.
He hasn't hit a single drop.
If somebody,
He hit 2.
I hit
if
2.
somebody, how about this? If somebody donates $50, we will oven mitt Juxta for the rest of the day. The rest of the day.
No, I still got to do FEC.
No.
Come on.
Well, you're fine.
You sons of bitches.
You don't think Eskalia can pull that off too?
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's not like you're going to be shaving your own head.
Oh, that's. Oh,
Yeah.
I can't think right now.
Oh God! All right. Well, thank you so much, Sam. We appreciate you. We appreciate you coming in.
Yeah,
this
that was super great, man.
It was really, really awesome. We appreciate it a lot. We'll let you pack up, and we'll keep kind of talking. We'll move on in here to.
With the other camera before I bandage it up.
Say what? Oh,
So the viewers or listeners.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let me get
Actually, that's a good point. Yeah.
Good call. Thank you.
Yeah.
You're thinking.
Here,
You're a thinker.
let's just sit you down in the chair and aim at the camera there.
Aim at my camera.
Yeah. Just aim your back at the camera.
I sent a picture to Kookie, and she'll be able.
Get them mitts.
Get them mitts. Oh.
Didn't take any time at all.
No, it sure didn't. Go ahead and so that they can see it.
Turn
what are you
around
doing?
towards the webcam.
Turn your. Yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go. Now
You see it?
Hold on.
Move the mic arm out of the way. There we go.
There you go.
There you go.
That's what slaying marmots outside Ulda gets you guys.
Yeah. Forget actually having to play the game or give it any kind of attention. You just get the tattoo because, you were there. You can claim that you were there.
The marmots, man.
Yeah.
Those marmots will rise again.
So there you guys go. Sam Wolf over at Signature Tattoos in Ferndale. That's 230 West 9 Mile in Ferndale. Thank you so much for coming in.
No problem.
And for doing this for us. This was really awesome. This was really nice of you to do.
Yeah,
so.
thank you so much, man.
Yeah. So, all right, we're going to kick it back to the Orzian Studios and let Sam kind of get settled here. You guys kind of keep...
of course.
Let's talk about the preliminary patch notes.
Let's get to the patch notes.
There were a couple of other statements from the interview about Sky, Sea, and Rock. They wanted to make it like a racing feature, sort of like a ghost system, a little bit like Dark Souls has, I think. Has, how you can see the ghosts of other people in their playthroughs running around. I think that's sort of what they were talking about. But
wait,
I don't know.
what?
That might be
for
cool.
Sky, Sea, Sky, Rock.
You'd be able to see other people?
No.
Your times. It's a time trial against yourself, and he wanted to add a ghost mode.
That's actually kind of cool.
It would be cool. That would be okay, but I still don't know, man.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I don't think anything would make you actually care about this.
Time to complete the challenge won't be recorded, so you'll have to take a screenshot or a video to prove that you made it.
Yay!
Live letter challenge was an A4S dummy in full 210 as a black mage. It seems that the best time was 15 seconds remaining. There won't be any way to prove that you beat a challenge or not, although people can still ask for it in party recruitment. So what point does this serve?
This really is absolutely useless.
It really is. It really
It's
really
there for your own self-gratification, and that's it.
Question now. Here's a question for you, Aniero. What's more useless, this or Lords of Verminion? You have to choose one of them.
Lords of Verminion. Because this I can see kind of having a point, but still, though.
But Lords of Verminion might cater to those people who want to play a game that's not 14 in this game, and they could get enjoyment out of it.
It also gives 2 minions.
2 minions.
Yeah, okay.
Ooh. One of them's a penguin.
Yay.
All right, so preliminary patch notes?
Yeah, so that was it from the Dengeki 3.2 interview. If you want to check it out, we'll have a link to that at our website.
It's all bad.
At limitbreakradio.com. All right, let's talk about patch notes.
All right, so obviously the big things that people are looking forward to, main storyline quests. Now, you guys mentioned that the last little update that we got was only 7 quests?
I think 8.
7 or 8. This
total.
time we're getting 11. Now, we know that there's at
That's
least...
like 3 more.
Yeah, good job. There's actually 4 more.
Math
is... Wait, what?
Wait, did you say 7 or 8 and
8.
1?
There was 8.
Oh, then it is 3 more. Okay, cool. I can't math.
Moron!
But we're also getting a dungeon in there. We could maybe get some small duties, right? But...
Juxta's patting helped the pain of his tattoo. Who is next for punishment? I don't have a clue. Will we ever see Aniero's chin? Or Eskalia's burnt leg here with wax in a bin? All I know is most are clapping. But some who like S&M may be fapping. #pain.
Wow!
Great.
We got a poem.
Papa Woody, if you can hear us out there in the green room, wherever you are, we need you to bring in duct tape and oven mitts, please.
No, I
No?
don't even know where to look.
Oh, never mind.
Never mind.
Aniero will probably go grab those at some point. All right. So anyway, but the other thing you have to remember is that we're also getting all the other things that we're getting involve quests as well. So Alex quest. We're getting Alex quest. It says that Savage only needs a gob in the machine, which is the normal mode clear, and there's going to be 2 quests for Sephiroth. The prereq is As Goes Light, So Goes Darkness, and Gods of Eld, which is Bisex and Rex unlock quest.
Well, hang on. Let's not just kind of glance over that, because we did, we had talked a lot about whether or not clearing Alex Savage 4 should be a requirement to get you into...
Alex Savage 2?
Yes. And the second...
5,
whatever. Midas. And so, the fact that they have made the decision that you don't actually need to clear 1 through 4 What do you guys think about that? Do you guys think that it really is furthering to undermine their raid progression, or do you think? I mean, because they had talked about some of the rewards and the gear being the driving factor for participation in it, and that older gear might be able, or older items or participation in the older events might be able to upgrade the stuff that's coming out of Midas.
Right.
So, I mean, what do you guys think? Like, do you think that's a fair trade-off? Because now we have it confirmed that there is basically no reason to do or have to clear
because I think
the first turn.
I think we run into two problems, right? Obviously, you do want to probably. I think our first initial reaction is, you have to clear Savage turn 1 to get into Savage turn 2, right? But if you aren't properly incentivizing it, which we know is a huge fucking problem, then providing another roadblock there for people to get over, it's only going to further the problem.
Right. Especially if they end up having Midas being easier than Alex Force Savage.
We talked about it last time. I think that they've recognized that Gordius is just so far gone at this point. There's nothing they could do that is going to make people want to go do it.
Well, and some things we have to keep in mind too is obviously it will be easier because we're going to be getting better gear as we go along, right?
Right.
Yeah. But I still think the reason that they're doing this isn't necessarily because from a meta or theoretical standpoint, it's the best thing. I think the reason they're doing this is because by putting it in there, if it furthers the problem, I feel like that's going to be more hurtful to the game than letting people get a free pass into turn 2 Savage.
I think going forward, they should be planning on requiring Midas Savage to be able to go to the next one Savage, but in this specific circumstance, I think it's the right call to just let them.
How do you do that? How would Square Enix be able to pull off a decision like that after doing? Yeah,
they can't. They've already worked. They're going to have to wait for the next expansion or the next big raid tier in order to do that. Unfortunately,
I like at 3.2. We already have to say stuff like that. We had to say stuff like that before at 3.1. Like they already have to wait for the next expansion.
Unfortunately, it's true. It's a really, really bad problem, and it's far easier to exacerbate that word, this problem, than it is to fix it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So at this point, it's more about triage than actually fixing the wound.
At this point, it's just about jizzing all over someone's face.
What?
We're masturbating?
You see what we have to put up with, Sam? All the time. This is constant.
I haven't been in the tattoo shop for very long, have you? It's way worse than that.
Yeah, see? I'm not so bad.
No, you're terrible.
You're pretty bad.
No drop, man. Come on, you gotta be hawking these drops constantly.
At least the 3 drops he's made have been really good.
I'm having fun deciphering what all yours mean. Most of them are pretty good, but there's a couple of them where I have no idea what the hell that drop is.
Which ones? Tell us the name of the drop and then hit it for us.
Okay, let me see. There's a lot. So here's some ones that are really easy. I've got Balls of Steel. It's probably the Duke Nukem drop.
Yeah, it's just the drops are named after what they say.
The whole thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, generally, it's generally a direct quote of what it's saying in the
so this
drop.
one, it just says Metal Gear. Literally, it's just going to say Metal Gear. When
let's just try it.
Metal Gear.
Yeah, see, it's Metal Gear.
Are you disappointed?
Kinda, yeah.
Gosh.
You're really bad at this.
Yes, thank you. Gosh.
What's another one?
Jesus, did you even try?
That one was obvious.
There you go. That's talking to you.
All right.
You dropped yourself.
That's the plan.
Oh my gosh. All right, so
yeah, okay. So unfortunately, as much as we would like Alex Savage turn 2 to require turn 1, they're erring on the side of caution here. Going on to the Sephiroth quests, obviously you're going to have the prereqs as So Goes Light, So Goes Darkness, and the Gods of El, which we said before was
the Bismarck and Ravana
Extreme
precursor quest.
It says likely not a main part of the MS Cube, just a side quest. I think that's been confirmed now. And Shiva Extreme, Remu Extreme no longer need the Leviathan kill in order to queue for those.
Who the hell doesn't have the Leviathan kill?
Up until a week ago. Oh no, I had Leviathan. So never mind.
Yeah, I feel. Well, was Leviathan one of those that was required for progress?
Yes, it was. Leviathan and Mogomog to get to Ramu to get to Shiva.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Now I remember.
Hildebrand finally decides to show up. There are going to be 2 Hildebrand quests,
which is normal for Hildebrand.
Yep. Alex 1 through 4 Savage no longer needs the ultimate weapon hard mode to be able to get into, but if you haven't cleared ultimate weapon by this mode,
you can duty finder.
Yeah, you can duty find that unsynced. So
yeah.
A vital title quest fixed. You can do it after turning Zeta weapons into astral and umbral nodules for anima quest lines, and it says kettle to the metal quest added. Now they had actually they had mentioned something.
No, that's Geralt. Shut up.
Quiet.
You're terrible. I hate you.
They had mentioned something else about now if you've
we're gonna keep the plastic on because we're gonna.
If you've finished a relic quest, then you can more easily get replicas or something like that. Do you remember reading that somewhere?
Say what?
Easily getting replicas?
Yeah, there was something about changing the way you get replicas.
Yeah, they're going to be making it so that you don't have to do the actual... You'll be able to purchase the replicas without having completed either of the missions to either get it via... it used to be you had to either have turned in your Zeta weapon to get to skip phase 1 of the next stage, or you had to have the Zeta weapon. Now you're not gonna have
see.
to.
So if you had turned in your weapon to get the nodules, then you missed out on your chance to get the replicas.
Yeah, if you didn't do that prior, like I did. Like I just went straight and turned in my stuff, and I didn't know there was another quest to do.
Okay, so that was a change that should have been made to begin with. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
I don't know. I kind of liked it that you had to do the quest, and if you didn't, you kind of fucked yourself.
Yeah, well, fuck you.
Of course you like
now
that.
you have to redo the relic quest all over again if you want replicas.
You had more than one relic. You could have done it on another job.
Well,
but you only get the replicas for the weapon you have. So if you had turned in you didn't have a relic greatsword, but let's say you turned in your relic axe, then realized, I could have got replicas. Shit, now I have to go back and do my relic axe all over again.
I thought as long as you cleared the quest and then you have done the relic, that's all you just need to do.
You'd be able.
You don't need to do the quest over again for every single weapon that you.
So
have.
I can get a replica of any weapon now.
No. But
that's what I mean.
You would have had to have made it that far in the relic stage to be able. Yeah.
Okay. So let's see what's next here. They've added the Nath Beast Tribes upon reaching new rep rank. +3 daily allowance quests gained. So just like with the Vanu, if you actually rank up in the middle of a day, you will then get your 3 quests reset again.
Well, you also,
MV in the chat is saying that we have it wrong, and that if you have your Zeta, you can buy any replica of any of the Zeta weapons.
In that chain.
Yeah, in the chain.
I can't go and buy a Bard replica weapon.
Yeah, no.
I can buy any of the stages of the katana or of the daggers. That would just be dumb, because I definitely would have went out and gotten all of those weapons.
For jobs that you don't have?
Yeah.
Why?
Because that small time that I was playing a Dragoon, I would have had the Geiger Skogel.
Gay bulge.
The gay bulge.
Yeah, no, Garrus they decided to make into a move this time around for whatever reason.
Right. Mm-hmm. It says 4 old beast tribes level 56 quests will now award grade 4 materia and anima quest items. So you no longer have to choose between an anima quest item or a venture,
which was a pretty good deal. But if you want those ventures still, you can actually turn in the whatever you get from the beast tribes for a venture.
Actually, I think now. So, do you have to choose between the grade 4 and the anima quest item? You get both of those.
Yes.
Sweet.
Yes.
We should definitely always be doing those then.
I feel like grade 4 materia is gonna tank even harder than it already has.
You think so?
Yeah.
Has it? It's gone down?
I think it's down to like 10k each.
Wow. I actually figured that people would have been buying them up and saving them in hopes that when people have to start buying and redoing their gear, they're gonna pop up.
Yeah, that's what you would think.
All right.
No.
Free companies. There are new islands for exploratory voyages.
Cool.
Now,
exploratory voyages, not diadem.
Okay, so what does exploratory voyages do right now then?
Those are the glorified ventures.
That's it. Yep. So what does adding new islands do?
Get new items.
Swag.
Yeah, new items and stuff.
Oh, whatever.
Maybe new experience, more experience.
Airship parts are dyeable. All right.
Yeah.
Do you ever get to see anyone's airship outside of just being parked in your dock?
Nope.
Probably not.
Okay, sweet.
Orchestrion. There's one in the inn now too. I would assume that's so that people who don't necessarily have their own house or an FC can still collect the music and have somewhere to turn it in.
Right.
Yep. But you will be able to put one of those in your free company house as well as in your private rooms, I believe. Preview window for dyeable furnishings. That's nice. And
time.
yeah, the crystal bell has been added for the aesthetician.
So now you can do basically everything from the in-room in your house.
Yes, exactly.
Which is, thank God.
All right.
I had to go to the in-room to change my hair the other day, and I was like,
Yeah.
this is so stupidly inconvenient. I used to go here to log out every night.
Yeah, that
Really?
actually stops me from changing my hair a lot because I'm just like, I can't be bothered to walk that far.
I'm not going back to my hometown and talking to the guy about getting an in-room for the night.
You can
That's
go to
ridiculous.
any of the nations. Doesn't have to be your hometown.
True.
And you can't even do stuff in your in-room. You can't teleport. You can't craft. You can't do shit.
Yeah, it sucks.
You can basically just jack off.
You can
I
log
do it
out
anyway.
and your character will jump on the bed and fall asleep.
Oh, that is pretty cool.
Yeah, there is that. I wondered why they never added that for your house.
I think it's because they can't guarantee where your bed would be.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
I actually, talking about sleeping positions now, Eskalia, has the Mithra sleeping position always just been laying down on your stomach, propping your heads up with your elbows?
That has been the
That is not how you fucking sleep.
But when you do the log out, they just hop on their side and cuddle up and fall asleep. They don't do that /
Then why don't they do that when you do
I don't
/doze?
know.
That's
It's
so
dumb.
stupid.
It's yeah, I agree. It's stupid.
Dumb as shit. All right. Well, moving on to job buffs. This next one was kind of cool. It says all classes sprint is TP free in PvP now. 10-second duration and will not interrupt weapon skill combos. That's kind of nice. That's probably a huge game changer for PvP.
So
no
does that
longer
mean you can-
sucking away all of your TP
Does
when you
that mean-
sprint.
You lose your sprint once you enter combat, right?
I don't know. That I don't know, but this is a huge
I don't
game
want people
changer.
sprinting mid-com. Well, actually, that'll help DPS a lot.
Before
maybe.
you wouldn't because
Because
it
you'd lose
takes
all
your
your
TP,
TP,
unless
right.
you're actually running away. But now,
Right.
with this change, sprinting is now going to become an integral part of PvP.
That's interesting that they're adding it to a mechanic instead of making it a punishment. That's I find that really, really interesting.
Huh.
Paladin buffed, kind of, I guess. Does anyone know exactly what the Paladin buff was? I think that they did get their DPS buffed a little bit, but no AoEs, and isn't that what they need?
I believe, yeah, it was the lack of AoE that they were pissed about the other day.
Can you comment on that, Mr. Tank?
No, I can't. I haven't touched. I haven't touched Paladin in a long time, and we don't.
When Juxta
we don't have
Nico when
Nika
we
here.
need
Yeah,
him?
I know, right? Finally, we have a use for Nika.
Finally, a paladin subject comes up.
Right, and of course she's not here.
They also mentioned that all tanks' tanking stances had enmity generation buffed, and
Yes.
now we can't help but wonder, is this a sign that their damage is going to be nerfed significantly? Because otherwise, why would they need to buff the enmity generation from attacks?
I mean, I think that's a very valid question. And I mean, I've been dubious about the strength vit change because everyone, as soon as they heard about it, was like, "Oh, that's godly! Bleh, I'm gonna
not
jizz everywhere."
because obviously
And
they're going to restructure the way that.
yeah, I don't know that. I mean, I actually think that when we actually get hands on with the strength vit change, that a lot of people aren't going to be happy about it.
Are you?
I don't know.
Do you think you'll bitch about it?
I'm waiting until I actually get my hands on it. The stuff that I do like in terms of the job changes is that the Paladin Dark Knight combo.
Thanks, guys. I'm out of here.
Sam, thank you so much for stopping by. Again, Sam Wolf, he was the one who did Juxta's tattoo today. Sam Wolf over at Signature Tattoos on 230 West 9 Mile in Ferndale. Kookie's got all of the social media links going. Kookie, run those one more time so that everyone can follow him on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and all of that other good stuff. Sam, thank you so much, man. It was really, really good having you here. So, but yeah, I do like that Grit and or Shield Oath is no longer going to interrupt weapon skills.
Yes, that was the next thing. Yep, Paladin and Darks will no longer interrupt weapon skill combos when using stuff like that. So that's really cool. Darks also saw a TP cost being lowered, so good for them. Monk Demolish Dot gets a plus 10% or plus 10 potency. Howling Fist plus 40 potency. Is this something they needed?
Was anyone noticing Monk lagging on
Monks
DPS?
are already pretty good DPS, aren't they?
Monks are top DPS.
And they're getting buffed. Wait, I thought Dragoons were top DPS.
Monks are top DPS. Dragoons
We would be top DPS if we weren't on the ground most of the time.
Fair enough.
While we're up, we're top DPS.
Well, wow. Okay, Monks.
Like really good DP or good monks or good dragoons that don't.
I think you're muted.
Mic off? Yeah.
You're totally muted.
Okay, here we go. All right, even for dragoons that do are actually good Eskalia and don't die. They're like 5 to 10. Like no, not, I think like 5
mythical dragoons that don't die.
They're called
Joe Never.
There you go. All right,
you know what? He's 0-2 in fantasy league.
All right, but all right. So yeah, monks are top DPS. Dragoons are like maybe 2 to 5% under them, and then black mages and summoners, and then ninjas on the bottom of the real DPS, and then bards, and then machinists.
The real DPS. Another thing we wanted to ask you, Juxta. The paladin buff. They got their DPS buff, but they got no AOE support.
Yeah. Okay. So, do you guys not have the patch notes open?
We do.
Somebody actually gave us like a little breakdown on the actual thing without linking to the article. So we're reading the.
No, the link of the article is up at the top, you dumbasses. Fuck. Okay.
Well, okay, but whoever made the outline, this cuts out all the like stupid shit that we're like, oh, we can pass that.
Yeah. So, but. Whatever. Okay.
You're a paladin. Just tell us.
Okay, whatever. Anyway, basically, they got it's actually a pretty sizable buff to their single target damage, but nothing towards like actual helping them in AoE, which I think is actually fine thinking back on it now. I think they have 15% damage reduction on doing damage and shield oath down from 20%, which is 5% right there. They got quite a few buffs of their damage on just their random weapon skills and stuff. So I think overall they'll be a pretty attractive choice for main tanking, assuming they're a good choice defensively.
Right.
Which is a decent place to be. I mean, obviously, I don't like people were like yelling and screaming that they needed more AoE, but I feel like if you're gonna give them more AoE, then they would just homogenize the tanks even more.
Yeah.
And so I feel like just having them be good at single target is better than just like making every tank be good at AoE.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Papa Woody? Hey, there he is.
Hey, Papa.
I need a refill.
Yeah, I need a refill too.
We all desperately need refills.
Yeah, hurry the fuck up, please.
You can put tea in both of those. All right, so
Dr.
and it's
Pepper
also
for me.
I think it's also it's time
Yes,
for stunt number 2.
Stunt number 2.
What's
All
stunt
right.
number 2?
I guess I can shave.
You want to shave?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I think that would be best because we can continue through the patch notes without you as you go and shave.
No, I'll do it right here. I'll sit in the seat that Juxta was sitting in, and I'll do it.
Oh, all right,
I'll
great.
do it live on the air.
Should one of us switch to your seat then?
Yeah, Juxta, why don't you switch seats with me?
I want to be in the good spot. I want to be in my spot.
No.
We're switching everything
I like
up.
this place so much.
So
Don't get comfy.
I'm gonna rub my butt on it.
So okay, just so you know, Juxta, Studio 1, that's the close-up cam, okay, and then Studio 2 is the backup cam.
So go back and forth between those two.
Go between those two, and then if you want to go back to the studio, it's just called Limit Break Radio.
Great, thank you, Ellie.
Thanks, Ellie. Awesome. All right. Okay. So I guess it's my turn to be in the hot seat.
All right. Well, he's gonna go and get all his stuff gathered and stuff. We'll continue on with this then. So next on it, Ninja is actually seeing a buff. Spinning Edge TP cost is down 10. So thanks.
I mean, well,
Come on, guys. Spinning Edge -10.
I mean, it's not.
Ninjas did have a little bit of the.
It's not like we
TP
had a
problem.
TP issue anyway. Triggering everyone. No, obviously any kind of buff is a welcome buff, but come on, look at monks, right? Why did they get all that shit?
Dude, like
somebody's sucking Yoshi P.
Give me close-up camera, Juxta. There you go. Okay, because I need some way to be able to look at what I'm doing here.
All right. So
are you gonna do anything special for us?
I don't know.
Are you gonna try and do Sam's mutton chops?
Oh yeah, I could start there.
Dude, you do not have the chops for it. I'm sorry.
Let's find out. Let's see. Can I get this mic?
Are you gonna keep position? You should keep like a goatee going with the mutton chops.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
This is actually going to be a little bit more difficult than I thought it was going to be, but fuck it. Let's just
butt fuck it. Praise to the butt god.
I like that you're not really trimming it either with with scissors. So that's gonna like tug a couple times sometime, man. Like if you get it just right.
Oh yeah, it does. It will hurt for sure.
You know what? This is probably a good time for me to announce that I have decided, starting today, to grow my beard out.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So
for about 8 weeks, are you planning on that?
I bet that Kookie's really excited right now. So let me follow that up with psych.
I feel like I do need a mirror for this.
A mirror?
Yeah.
You could have a phone.
Yeah.
You want to try to have a phone?
Do you have a mirror that you can just
hand me my phone? Hand me my phone.
Can you just move the whole chair over so you're not this mic arm isn't in the way? It's the one.
That's the one I'm talking into. So.
Well,
there.
yeah. See,
is that better?
Perfect.
Okay.
That's perfect.
All right.
And shaving into.
But I can't see. It's tough to see from.
Eskalia, put the stream up on that.
No, that's going to be delayed. That's going to be impossible.
30-second
Well,
delay.
deal with it. That's what I have to work with.
You got a tattoo.
You were sitting there.
You were sitting there. You didn't have to do anything.
I mean, in general, when we do videos and shit.
You're a jackass.
I kind of want to poke it. Like it's right there in front of me. Can I poke it?
You are not allowed to touch it. It actually burns kind of a lot.
Like chlamydity?
Like if I move my arms in the wrong way, it kind of hurts a little worse than when he was needling me. So I got that going for me, which is nice.
How are you going to sleep on it, man?
Can we know? Yeah, that's a good question.
I always sleep on my
face
stomach.
down? Okay.
Yeah, that's all. I can't sleep on my back at all.
I've never actually known anyone who sleeps face down. How do you do that?
Well, when you have so much weight like on top of you like that, I don't know why I love you,
Stab
Juxta.
you.
Okay. Anyway, as the beard is falling, let's get back to
hashtag the beard has fallen.
Bard, heavy shot, and straight shot are getting a TP reduction by 10. And here's the big change.
Yeah, the
Warren's
most important
Pain or Payon now has no casting time as soon as the target, and puts the debuff shield up. Yeah. 45-second cooldown. Juxta, I think you're the one who has the most experience as Bard, so tell us what does that mean?
All right, so basically before, this was an ability that had a 3-second cast time, mind you, on a DPS. So those 3 seconds, you're not doing anything. It put a little bit of a shield up on the target, which would prevent the next debuff from affecting them. And spoilers, it does not protect the really good debuffs. It stops like slow or pacification. So basically, if you were a Bard and you cast this ever when you're in a fight, you're bad and you should be shot.
So real high-end ability there.
No, it's complete and utter garbage. It's all bad.
It's all bad.
That was a drop that you missed.
Great. You're really good at this when you're not actually doing it.
Yeah, well, you know what? You're really bad at it all the time. But anyway, so they...
You douchebag.
Wow, that's... Is that how I...
Get a nice ass shot from
Is that how, I dropped in the start before I knew how to...
Yeah.
Jesus, I'm so bad. Well, I was bad. Anyway, ooh, listen to that.
I like the chat commented, so that razor is the real Gears of Change.
Yeah. But anyway, so now what this is, it doesn't have a casting time. You just use it. It's off global cooldown, if I'm not mistaken. So you use it, you instantly Asuna the target, which is good, and then you put a debuff shield up, which makes the next thing that would affect him not affect him. The downside is now it has a cooldown, but to be honest, you're probably not going to use it that often anyway. So overall, now this useless ability isn't quite as useless.
Really? So. It's still not really all that great?
It's not wonderful, but I mean, if your healers are having a bit hard time keeping up with debuffs, then yeah, it's decent.
Is it at least acceptable to mix in every now and then?
Yeah, okay. Now it's a legitimate ability opposed to just complete utter garbage.
All right. I guess I never really thought that because you have healers they're doing their job that
it's
more like remove a clutch paralyze from a healer or something like that.
Yeah, that would actually be really helpful.
There we go, mutton chops. I think. Is that close?
No, those are not mutton chops.
I can't do it. Do you want to come over here and shave my mutton?
No, that's not the problem. They're not full enough. Is the problem, right? They're more like mutton. They're like mutton flicks. That's what they are. They're mutton flicks.
Oh wow.
Hey, feedback.
Be
a professional.
I know you're not didn't go to school for this or anything, but don't put the headphones near the microphone.
I don't know. That's somewhat close. That's as close as my sideburns are.
I think they're more sideburns.
Laughing at you.
I think they're sideburns more than they are chops.
He is driving home and just started giggling uncontrollably.
Okay, so what are we gonna have him do next now, guys?
Well, the sideburns should go.
Yeah, just get rid of them.
Just get rid of the sideburns.
That'd probably be best.
They suck.
Yeah, they're not that great.
Okay.
The king would be furious with you.
This is I like this chair. It really makes me feel like I need to talk and host the show. All right, so moving on from Bard. They got the heavy and straight shot TP reduction, which is nice for, not running out of TP. I feel like everyone got TP reductions in this patch.
A lot of people did, yeah.
I know someone didn't.
Guys, I would like to say to tell you the effects of this Black Mage change, Astral Fire and Umbral Ice change to refresh at the start of the graphical effect instead of after it, and they gain a 2 seconds of duration to compensate.
All right, so what this is before when you would cast Flare, the Astral Fire refresh, like having the debuff stack, or not debuff, but the buff.
It would happen refresh. When damage was done.
When damage was done, after the graphical effect was all over. Mm-hmm. And Flare has a pretty lengthy animation, so that would make you lose stacks sometimes. So now they changed it, so as soon as the cast goes off, and as soon as damage is done, basically the graphical effect, like right at the start of that, then bam, then your Astral Fire is refreshed. So instead of having to wait until after everything's done, it's refreshed right at the start.
And gain 2 seconds of... It says duration to compensate, but I feel like that's a good change. So why are they then compensating for it?
So now, basically, you would refresh it, but you would still have, like, 2 seconds before you could actually cast again because of the global cooldown.
Okay.
So then they have to give you those 2 seconds.
So does this not... The only thing it really helps is keeping stacks up.
It helps with keeping stacks up, and it's...
People were losing their stacks, like, right before their flare went off, I think
exactly.
it was. Yeah.
And then they would try to transpose, but then they wouldn't have any Astral Fire or Ice, which would make it worthless. So it's a buff. I mean, it's a tiny buff. It's basically a quality of life increase. So
this is anything that's going to help our benefactor with her lag problem.
No, not really.
No, she needs to get WT fast.
You have skin under there.
Yeah, I know.
Holy shit, he's already looking weird. It kind of makes you...
Juxta.
It kind of...
Juxta.
Put it over here. Put it over here where your hands are not.
Yeah.
Almost just destroyed the entire show.
Yeah,
Juxta
literally ruined the show.
Yeah, he almost ditched an entire glass of Mountain
So
Dew.
I would
right
say
onto our soundboard.
It was barely touched.
Without the sideburns, I feel like your profile is kind of slimmed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's very slimming on you.
I feel, I don't know, I feel like it's just making my chin, my double chin, my weak chin.
Hold on. Move this way a little bit. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's got all this going on.
It's
not as bad as the neck waddles aren't as bad as they used to be.
Oh, that's for sure. Every time I go to look up a picture of you for whatever reason,
it was bad.
And specifically the one of you taking a selfie with the new soundboard, you can see the difference so much.
Yeah, well, that's the difference 80 pounds will make. So,
all right. So can you do this for me?
What?
Just do that into the camera. Turn to the side.
This?
Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. Yeah. All right. So what are we doing now?
God. Handlebars.
Someone was asking for him to get the V for Vendetta look going on,
like a Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Oh, the Hulk Hogan.
You want me to do the Hulk Hogan?
The Hulk.
The Hulkster.
Yeah.
The Hulkster.
All right, brother.
Take it up, brother.
Listen here, brother. I've got these 21-inch pythons, but I use a leg drop for a finisher.
I had a career until I fucked Mancow's wife and said some racist shit.
I'm actually not sure if that was Hulk Hogan or Aniero.
Was it Bubba the Love Sponge? It was one of those two guys.
It was either Bubba the Love Sponge.
It was Bubba? Oh my god. Fuck Bubba. He's a fucking moron.
Big machinist changes. TP down on split, lead and hot shot by 10. Gauze round gets a 20 potency. Hypercharge gets 5 seconds onto its duration and 5% damage increase effect. Wow.
So before it was I think 15 seconds for a 5% physical or magic damage increase. And now it's 20 seconds for 10%.
I know that this isn't the Hulk Hogan.
Oh my god, he does.
But I sort of feel like if I went down to the trailer park that I'd be able to.
Dude, before you took that off, you looked just like Dante from Clerks. That's what you looked like.
I've gotten that before. I've met him.
Oh my god.
I met him. He's a nice guy.
Did he comment on you possibly being his doppelganger?
No, but okay. So this is when I was working at the public radio station, and I'd actually missed my chance to meet him, and he was leaving. And I saw him leaving, and as I was walking into the building, I go, "Try not to suck any dick on your way through the parking lot," which is a quote from the movie.
Right.
And he just cracked the fuck up. And then I was like, "Hey, nice to meet you. I'm a big fan." So he was nice.
That's awesome.
And then you wanted to suck his dick
in the parking lot.
Well, duh.
He's like, it's kind of implied. How do you meet Dante and not suck his dick in the parking lot? So They basically gave them our fucking trick attack.
Kind of. It's on a 120-second cooldown, which is a lot.
But they don't have a positional on it.
No. Well, kind of. I mean, it comes out from the stupid little turret thing. They're not totems.
Right.
So, I mean, I don't know.
I'm still a little salty about that. Ours is 10%, isn't it?
Yeah, 10%.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, but ours is all damage.
And theirs is only...
It's physical or magical.
Oh, they have to pick
choose.
one or the other? Haha, fuck you guys.
This summoner buff, to me, seems...
That is a huge... holy fuck.
Okay,
That's a huge boost in potency.
Okay, basically...
For like, they spam it though, don't they?
No, okay. Summoners Ruin 3 jumps to 200 potency. That's 80 potency gain. And it seems high. It seems high, yes, but you only use Ruin 3 when you're in Dreadworm stance because it has something like 800 MP cost. And Dreadworm stance reduces the amount of MP things cost. So you only really use this in Dreadworm stance. Now, I'm not the best summoner, but
Was it not seeing a lot of use before then?
No, it was seeing the same use. Like, you're going to use it before, and you'll use it now. It's just now, it's a lot stronger.
Yeah.
And to be honest, like, when I'm doing, like quests and stuff on my summoner, like, I don't really care about MP, so I would just use Ruin 3, which was, like 40 more potency than Ruin normally is.
Yep.
So this is just like big. I feel like summoners should use Ruin 3 outside of Dreadworm stance more.
Here we go. Oh, yeah, brother. Take your vitamins.
Oh my god.
Wow. All right, hold on. Let's see if the chat's saying anything.
Oh my god.
That's pretty horrific. That's pretty horrific.
Ellie Buttons in the chat is, I think she's grunting.
She says, oomph, yee.
That is...
I think she's dying.
Ellie, is this... Are you... No,
no, so hot.
So hot.
Wow.
So hot. You are turning on Ellie Buttons.
Sure?
Wow.
So, wait, actually, knowing what I know of Ellie, like, this... Maybe she's looking at you right now and thinking, damn, he really looks like a butthole now.
We wouldn't be
pretty butthurt about it.
There you go. Nice job.
That button the word. It's close
There you
enough.
go.
All right.
What's next?
Do we keep going?
The porn stash.
This isn't far off from the porn stash.
Yeah, it's really not. I mean...
Well, I mean, just take off the stuff.
Yeah, just take off the bars.
Yeah.
Take off the handlebars.
Okay, how about this? Let's call it the shit. Of course, I'm
Ron Jeremy?
Not the Ron Jeremy. The Ron Swanson.
Ron Swanson.
The Ron Swanson.
The Swanson, yeah.
All right,
Swanson it.
The Swanson.
I'll Swanson you guys.
Oh my god, Carlo, you read my mind. You look like a butthole. That's because we're on the same wavelength, Ellie. Alright, so what do we got next here? We got some astrologian changes.
Yup. We have sex reduces enmity generation.
Sex does reduce enmity generation. I agree.
Big change for them. I mean, we don't know how much it's going to reduce our enmity generation, but it was a big problem because I think astrologians didn't have much. I think they have one cooldown which reduces enmity. So
they don't have like the natural sort of trait that they just naturally reduce more enmity.
I don't think so. So this is obviously big for them. Shields in PvP will have their strength halved. So now you'll be able to actually kill an astrologian in PvP.
That's a thank freaking god.
Yeah.
Not as far as astrologians are concerned. That's a big hit.
Half, man.
Wow.
Oh yeah. All right. So this whatever cooldown luminiferous
Aether.
Yeah, that has 9 seconds on duration. I'm not sure which one that was.
Anybody know what that is? Papa, you're a healer.
I'm a white mage.
Oh.
No idea what the hell that is.
What do we pay you for?
Well, whatever. Shuffle can no longer draw the same card, and they had to rename this redraw.
They actually it's not shuffling anymore. It's not random. Change the name.
Yeah, like
someone at SE was just being super petty about it. Oh my god!
Dude, what have banned?
Oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh!
I look like my dad.
Holy shit!
You look like everyone's dad.
I look like a hipster, is what I look like.
Can we get a Ron Swanson impression? Take off the glasses.
Oh god.
Whiskey and savory meats. There we go.
What the hell
is wrong with you?
Wow. Just my weak chin. That's all that's under here is just my weak chin.
People are afraid that you're going to become an effeminate Care Bear once your beard is gone. Like the source of your salt is gone.
That's right. This is how I talk without the beard. Didn't you guys know?
I didn't realize that the Garlean was beardless.
Okay, all right, hold on. We have to bring back some of the evil. Hitler stash.
No, wait, hang on. Wait, really? No, that's just mean.
Hitler stash.
No, but
You got. Okay,
all right. No, you're right. You're right.
Hang on. Why don't we leave it up to the chat? Because at this point we can go one of two ways.
Okay.
We can either go Hitler,
Chaplin,
or we could go. Well, okay, yeah. We'll call it Chaplin. Or we could go Vincent Price and do pencil thin.
Ooh, the Vincent Price is good too.
They're
how are you?
Both of those are equally mortifying.
How are you even gonna put that up against the Chaplain? And the chat is lighting up already.
Yeah, the chat is not
Hitler
being,
stash. Chat says do it. Yes, do it. Chat has decided.
They haven't heard the Vincent Price. They gotta. Let's
pencil, please. Hitler Price.
Someone make it. We gotta make a straw poll. This has got to be.
We need a straw poll.
Straw poll
it.
Yeah.
We're gonna need a straw poll.
Juxta can't vote.
Until then, I just sit as Ron Swanson.
Sit as Ron Swanson. All right, so we're gonna get that poll
all right.
going. Let's move on.
Also, for astrologians, Ewer, Inspire, Potency Increase. Does anyone know what those are off the top of their head?
Ewer is HP, or HP, Jesus. Ewer is MP, Inspire's TP, which basically never get used.
Okay, so let me ask you this now. Anyone who has experience with healer, which is really just Juxta.
Yeah.
Did astrologians just become more OP in the Never Eat 500? Because MP is usually the big downfall for them.
No,
you don't think so?
I just feel like being able to make sure you can tank the hits and run fast enough. So I don't think they got any weaker
benefit
or
out of
stronger.
that.
I mean,
Okay.
obviously it helps. It helps a little bit, but I don't think it's going to really change where they stand.
Okay.
Not by a lot, anyway.
All right, fair enough. They're still going to be OP, though. There was something about tanks using VIT now. I think we can gloss over that.
Yeah,
That's weird, really.
So obviously the big change, tanks using VIT instead of strength to determine their attacks.
Oh, crap. She put both the Chaplain and the Hitler.
That's
in
okay.
it.
We'll just add them together.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Kooky.
God damn it.
Those are the same thing.
Now I know what's going to win.
No.
Aklieben!
It's not looking good for me.
Yeah. You're kind of getting crushed.
Callow may not have the most offensive bit on this show anymore. Very shortly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Okay,
just
you
go ahead
want
and
to just
start.
do the concession speech now? Take it like Bernie Sanders and just concede.
Jesus, it's really...
It's doing the jeb.
Yeah, I don't think you have much of a...
All right. Yeah, let's do it. Fine.
He's doing
It's 80-24 right now.
I see that. I see that. Thank you. I need your help identifying what the results of the goddamn poll are.
Yeah.
I can read it myself from here.
Okay, well, maybe we should give it a little bit longer. There's still time for
it could come
Vincent
back.
Price to come back. No, go ahead and Hitler up, bro.
Like a Dragoon who's fallen off the Titan platform, they're definitely not coming back. No.
All right.
The VIT change. A lot of people... Do you think that a lot of people are expecting more of a negative reaction than a positive reaction?
Like a reaction from the populace?
Like what they think's gonna happen. I mean, obviously, overall, in the long run, this is a good change. But you know that immediately people are gonna be bitching about something.
Okay, well,
they've had their enmity increased,
which to me screams the fact that they're going to have their overall damage decreased from using strength accessories.
Right.
Yes,
So-
because I think what we sort of identified last time, the biggest problem between moving from strength accessories back to VIT accessories is that you are losing all those secondary stats.
Wow.
Aniero, you're gonna
Guys, you can't make me smile. I'll fuck it up if I smile.
Aniero, you're gonna be regretting that haircut decision.
Props to you, Carlo. Good one.
That was
Very
the chat
good.
who brought
Yes.
that one up. The chat had that one.
Oh, gosh.
Mine's salty one. Achten lieber.
Wow. Someone said Twitter's going to be so triggered tonight. Hey, remember that guy in that podcast who always made the racist and prejudiced remarks? He's totally rocking a Hitler stash now.
Wait, you mean the one who's got the racist team name for the fantasy league? No. It's another racist thing that happened on that show.
They're all racist.
Oh, God.
Here we go.
Oh, no. Take the glasses off for a sec. No!
Hang on. Just a sec. Hang on. No, I'm not.
Oh, God.
Wow.
Somebody paint a portrait of me.
Are we going to get taken off the air?
Probably.
Look, man, this just makes me feel a whole bunch of different ways about Rogadins, man. I just...
Is this a good, healthy time to remind everyone that we were paid $4,500 to do this
Final
shit?
Fantasy solution.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
Wow. You guys.
Malkyria saying, Aniero asked for it. I'm going to do it. She's going to paint a portrait of you.
Zeke Heil.
Oh, no. Oh, God.
I was just playing...
As long as it gets stolen by the French, I'm fine with it.
I was just playing Secret Hitler the other night. I had no idea it was Aniero.
Jesus.
Oh, boy.
Can I do the rest of this now?
Maybe we should change it so you have to stay like that for 2 months.
No. No.
V. Musoa says, I want to be in the LB Army Youth.
Oh, I love that our fans are as offensive as we are.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. You guys are brutal. You guys are fucking brutal.
Are we the LB Reich?
Jesus Christ. Okay, guys.
Okay, let's move on.
Thank goodness this isn't our third show.
Oh, yeah, and also, apparently tank damage is being lowered in PvP?
I don't understand that one at all.
Yes.
Have they been doing a lot of damage in PvP?
I don't know.
So that means Paladin's damage is even going to go down even more.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I might go up from other buffs, though, from before, so I don't know. I don't know.
Well, luckily it's just in TPT, so...
TVT?
Did I say...
You said TVT.
What is that? What is TBT? Where did that come from?
I think I was thinking of TP.
Why?
But, I don't know. The limit break gauge of duties requiring a full party will fill more slowly if you have 3 or more tanks, 3 or more healers, 5 or more DPS, 2 or more of the same class.
Fuck that.
All right, first of all, that seems like a weird change. And that last one, that's fucking stupid, because how many times do you get paired up in Void Arc?
Yeah, 2
with
dragoons.
3 of something.
Yeah.
Or when it comes to tanks or healers, I think it's a lot easier to get 2 of them.
Yeah.
That's just fucking weird and dumb.
It's very dumb. Yep. Basically, it's all the worst. They changed this a couple times. Before, you had to have 2 ranged and 2 melee, locked in before. Mm-hmm. And now they made it so you can't do the same class. And now they added all these other stipulations to it. So it's
why?
Basically, they're... I don't know. People have been saying that they can't. Square Enix can't balance their classes to be good enough to separate and to want other people. So now they just have to force them with the limit gauge thing. So
that's dumb.
Okay, wait. Is this just through pre-made parties? Then you don't think this will apply to duties like roulettes?
I'm not sure.
It would make sense for it not to include shit like Void Arc.
So basically,
I'm pretty sure it's not when using Duty Finder.
Okay,
it's only when Party Finder.
So this is a way to encourage people to diversify their party setups.
Yes, in Party Finder.
All right, I guess.
There we go. It's all done.
Oh, you weren't going to leave the Hitler thing on?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, come on, bro.
How else are we going to be at Limit Break Radio or Wreck Reborn?
I'm sorry. I gave them a good 5 minutes worth of screen grabs. They're fine.
Oh God, it looks so weird not having anything under your nose.
This is so weird.
It looks awful.
It feels weird.
Yeah.
It feels really weird.
Do you feel a sense of serenity?
Do you feel like a weight has been lifted?
No, not really. The beard has fallen.
They can no longer call you a neckbeard.
That's true.
You're just a hipster now.
That's right.
He sounds so depressed already.
Whatever.
Look how mellow
Are
he
you
gets.
kidding? Are you kidding me? We got
Never mind.
$4,500 for this. We got $4,500. All I got to do is shave my beard
For 2 months.
For 2 months,
Bro.
Oh no, terrible. Who's next?
All right, now what's next?
Are we gonna do?
Do we have actual clippers for Juxta's hair? Okay.
We should probably save the best for last, which is Eskalia.
Let's. It's time. Juxta, it's time to be in the barber's seat.
Alrighty.
Who's gonna cut his hair?
I will start.
You're gonna start.
I will start.
Wait, whoa.
What?
Whoa, hold on. I don't.
You have no say in this.
You gotta just make sure I look cool, okay?
All right.
This probably should put tape down or something on this.
Whatever. You didn't bleed all over the place, which is really what the concern was.
All right, where are the clippers?
You were afraid he was going to start bleeding all over the place with the tattoo?
Yeah, that was the fear.
Really?
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot of blood at all.
No, there really wasn't.
Oh, good. I get a little thing. Give me the.
Twitch chat cuts hair. I like that.
Yeah, Twitch chat cuts hair.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
they want the inverted mohawk. Callow living his lifelong dream here.
Oh my goodness! I didn't know we were getting the bib and everything.
Give him the fryer.
I don't want to get hair on me.
God forbid.
Can we give him the fryer?
Oh my God! Yes.
What's the fry?
You're going to be Friar Juxta.
Remember
Yes.
when I was in that Joan of Arc play?
No.
And I had to...
Yeah.
It's just the top.
Yeah.
You get like just the dome,
Here.
and you get the remainder.
I need that.
Yeah, I'll
But
trade
not
you.
by.
Give me mine. All right.
Don't get any hair in my drink either. Little bitches.
Woody, you can find a seat if you want.
Find a seat out of the studio.
Find an
All right,
open
Juxta,
seat.
so what do you think? We're going to start with number 6?
I got you a napkin to cry into. I don't know what you're talking about.
I didn't need that. There were no tears.
Yes, there were.
Tears of happiness.
Tears of manliness. Because I'm a man.
All right, where were we in this outline?
Mel Curious says, "Boys, I can only make art so fast."
What did we just talk about?
We were going on to dungeons.
Oh,
Jimmy
okay.
Biker
We're
shit.
moving on to dungeons. You can put your, get your microphone in front of you. There you go. There you go, bud.
You can shut your face.
Nice job.
Thanks. I've thought hard about that one. Because my dick is hard.
So we're okay. Let's talk about dungeons here.
Get the guard on. We might just have to do this raw.
No, don't be an idiot.
Why do you need the guard?
Because you start with... You don't just go right down to the bone.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
Why not?
Because you gotta layer it.
If we're shaving his head fully, then yeah, we don't need the guard.
And then you go down. You do it gradually.
No, you don't.
All right, doesn't want to do it gradually.
Don't listen to him.
Well, no, the guard doesn't want to let you do it gradually. It's saying just get it the fuck done.
Do we just gotta... Am I gonna break your clippers?
Maybe.
I don't fucking know. This is weird.
We'll do it live. Oh, wait. Oh, that probably keeps it on.
Well, yeah.
Off. I didn't notice that.
Maybe I have to do it on like this.
Holy
This
shit!
is such a comedy of errors.
This is why they send you to college for this.
To learn how to put the clippers on.
So the anti-tower is going to require MSQ as it once was completion. That's the first MSQ and eye level 180. Lost City of Andapur hard. The item levels sync for the Etherochemical Research Facility 180 and Never Reap and Fractal 210. What does that mean exactly, Juxta? You made this. What the fuck are you talking about here?
What'd you say?
About the dungeons. And the eye levels.
The eye levels.
Oh, it's item level sync.
180 sinks you down. You get synced down to 180 for Etherochemical Research Facility and 210 for Never Reap and Fractal.
That sucks. But we kind of knew that was happening. That's kind of what they did.
But we don't want it to happen.
No. I mean, it was nice getting those unsynced dungeons in 2.0, but I didn't expect it to continue.
Yeah, but I mean, it's be good. God. Okay, don't pull my hair, because I hate it when that happens.
It's not what you were saying last night.
Oh!
Gay.
They say just go slow.
Jesus Christ. Why do I have to get paid more?
I have to take these off.
Why do I have to get more? Oh.
Oh boy. I'm nervous.
Well, hold on. We gotta it's stuck in me.
Bow chicka bow wow.
Phrasing. It's stuck in me.
Get it off of me. It's gonna be like sticky.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Stop saying different things. They're hard to find.
It's not so easy now, is it?
Oh my god.
There you go.
Bitch.
Alex Midas is going to require eye level 200. The loot structure is exactly the same, except players will receive Midian gear after completing Midas once per week. Exchange these for high capacity tomestones, which purchase new weapons. That is a kind of an interesting change there. Oh, here we go.
It's just coming right off.
Go right down the middle.
Just say something if it hurts.
What was worse, this or the tattoo?
Ah, fucker. Don't we need a spray bottle with water in it and combs?
There should be.
It's up there.
Spray water bottle.
There you go. Here, let me. Here, give me.
Wait, I thought you did the clippers when it was drying. You did scissors wet.
Kahlo, you do the clippers. I'll do the spraying. Okay. All right, go.
No, don't move yourself. You're gonna. You're getting me now. Stop it. You dumb shit. Okay, I got this. Put the spray bottle down.
I was like, I think you used the spray bottle.
I'm having too much fun with the spray bottle.
No, spray bottles for scissors, not for clippers.
Take that away from him. You are a child.
Apparently, you're also holding the razor backwards.
It's getting the job done.
Here. Do you want to brush? You want to be able to brush them?
They want to know if this is a Three Stooges bit.
All right, here we go. You ready?
I'll
try.
We're giving him the anti-Mo Howard is what we're doing. So.
Larry Fine.
I think you're supposed to hold his head.
What? You don't have to hold my head.
I thought you were supposed to.
You. Okay, hold on. We need to know what barber Eskalia is going to where they're constantly holding his head during a haircut.
Oh, you meant going to a barber. I'm sorry. I was going somewhere else.
Did anybody watch the Friends episode where Joy finds out that when you're getting a tailor suit made, they're not supposed to cup the balls and ship them to the other side?
You know when they cup your balls and move them to the side? No. Yeah, come on. They always do that so they can measure you.
I've been going to the same barber since I was 8. He's always done that.
Hold on, stop.
This is the most off the... No, you're not supposed to do that.
To wet it when you're...
Not when... Yeah, you're a fucking idiot.
You're not?
No. Not when you're getting your head shaved.
You get the water
Bottle for scissors.
Because they wanted to spray you with it.
Yeah.
Well, thanks a lot, Eskalia.
I wanted to spray it with you like a cat.
Dumbasses. I hate you all.
Good. I'm glad.
This is the most off the rails episode of Limit Break Radio.
Absolutely. Well, we knew it was going to be.
We knew it was going to be.
So Midian gear exchanged for tomestones, high capacity tomestones, which will be able to purchase new weapons. A lot of people kind of upset that already. I mean, right out of the gate, 3.2. Most of the animal weapons are going to be completely useless right out of the gate. So I mean, that's just something that we've heard a lot about.
Friar Juxta's amazing.
It's not bald though. We need to bring off the straight razor now.
Are we taking calls today? We never actually.
Yeah. We can take calls. Yeah, we can take calls.
The Skype's on that window. So.
Yeah, so when Kooky calls you, just make sure that it's connected, and then Kook, let me know who's on the line. So yeah, we'll take your calls. We are a bit distracted, a bit busy, but we will take your calls here at Limit Break Radio. Go ahead and connect with the show. That's Limit Break Radio on Skype or 810-515-8715. We'd love to hear from you. Call in, make fun of us. Let us know what you have to say about the preliminary patch notes. You can.
That's what we're focusing on.
Yeah, totally.
Preliminary patch notes.
I know. Your beard shaver shaves closer. Where's that at?
Right here.
Right there.
Oh yeah, that'll work. That's not going to feel good on scalp though. Those things are not comfy.
Nope. Alex Midas Savage loot structure will also be the same. Alex Gordius Savage no longer restricted. Binding Coil of Bahamut will get echo up to 30%.
The wrong one.
What are you doing?
That's not the right one, dude.
Use the top bit. Flip up the back.
I just used a trimmer on mine.
God, you're retarded.
Oh my god. Oh, that was great.
That would have took you a week.
Oh my god. What? Stop.
Stop what?
That hurts.
I told you that wasn't going to be comfortable.
Oh my god.
They want Friar Juxta.
Get out. You're fired.
Alright, what are your turn?
I want Eskalia. No,
Me?
I want Eskalia.
Fine, Eskalia. Oh, it's your
Still
turn.
doing the top of your head first.
It's
They
your
want
turn.
Friar.
I don't
They
care
want
who
Friar.
Eskalia, get in the barber's seat.
Here, I'll do
Start.
it there.
Dark places when he's asking for Eskalia.
Well, you've just been sitting there not doing anything, so do something.
Oh my god. I'm laughing so fucking hard. My ribs hurt.
All right, guys, I'm back.
Solo Q Duty Finder Thoradin EX is going to be put into Duty Finder. Echoes for fails up to 25%. Void Arc loot restrictions are gone, and you can get as many Miyachi farthings as you want. Or Makai farthings. Also, gain Makai Matter, trade in for materia of your choice. That's how they're going to be putting in the new materia outputs.
Grade 5.
Diadem has been adjusted. The time limits have been reduced. We knew that. The number of etheric wind currents has been reduced. We already knew that. Lore tomestones added to objectives. Spoils for materia slashed. 10 for 4, 20 for 5. Hope you guys weren't stacking up on your materia, but just stacking up on your spoils from Diadem. The waiting period has been reduced to 30 minutes, and a spoils trader menu added option to hide gear set equipment. So hopefully they're going to be adding more to the Diadem down the road. Who knows? I mean, I don't know if anyone should hold out expectation for that kind of shit, but I wouldn't either. Let's see. We've got XP for clan marks is going to be increased. Lore tomestones exist. Players can now view the number of parties recruiting for duties, and the duty roulette mentor has been added to the roulettes. Is that better, Jux? Is he doing a better job?
This is actually pretty good.
Well, that's because he's just gone back to frickin' shaving regular. You need to get it bald on top.
Yeah.
Jesus.
You need to be as shaved on your head as what Aniero is on his
my face.
On his
He needs
face.
a little bit more work on his face too, to be frank.
Aniero?
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, we're gonna.
Because I can't. I'm not in front of a goddamn mirror. I'm using my cell phone to try to figure out where the fuck I'm cutting hair.
Yeah, we should be straight razoring Juxta.
Well, we're going to.
Yeah, we just gotta get really short
Jeez.
first.
You gotta get rid of all the hair first.
Well, do the top, and then we'll go back and do more of it, because we want to do different hairstyles on you.
He's an artist. Okay?
You should have kept the Friar. I should have kept the Hitler for FEC. It would have been really ridiculous. Nobody on that show would have had any idea what the fuck was going on.
Context.
Yeah.
Someone was saying we need to keep an out of context log.
By the way, send Skype messages to Limit Break Radio or 810-515-8715. Kookie will help you out. Thank you, Kookie, for answering phones for us today. So you'll be able to queue as a party for leveling trial main scenario and guild hests. This is probably the biggest quality of life adjustment that we've gotten in the entirety of 3.2 right here.
Thank God.
Oh my God, right? That's ridiculous that it's taken this long to get into the fucking game. I mean, like it's such a bummer to run 3 fucking things and then go, okay, see you guys. You know what I mean? Like, it's...
Yeah. Right, yeah, because I want to go do something else now. And we can't do together, which we should have been doing from the beginning.
Still need to do my leveling roulette.
Yeah. Now we can all level like jobs together and stuff too. Like,
That's true.
Better than that.
Stop moving.
What are you?
So we're all in agreement then that this is probably one of the cooler changes.
Yeah, I think that this has got to be the best quality of life change in the entire...
Hi.
There's like bumps and waves in my head, okay?
Yeah, I noticed. Were you dropped or something?
Probably.
Explains a lot.
Do you have head tumors?
It's not a tumor.
I was wondering who was going to go for that.
I have like
Alright.
chest enclaves.
So, if we want to do now Friar Juxta up top, the top is shaved well enough that he could do it. This is Friar Juxta.
I need to see this.
That's pretty damn impressive. I like the one little wispy in the front.
Oh my god, you fucking asshole.
Wait.
You made me shave a Hitler mustache.
Wait.
You don't get to call me an asshole.
You know what?
Did you get less ugly?
I think he might have.
Yeah, because everyone knows when you have to like halt everything to be able to set up a drop that it's awesome. Every time.
Get to my Kickstarter, man, and that really bummed me out.
All right, so am I gonna keep? Can you continue going now?
Yeah, go.
Do you want to convert this into like a side?
Do we really need to big shave it first?
Yeah.
No, we don't.
I don't know that I have a Bic razor, to be honest with you.
I brought one.
Oh, you did?
I'm
good.
prepared.
Oh, good.
He's prepared.
Do we have shaving cream?
For what?
Do you need shaving cream?
I never use shaving cream.
Okay. All right, go get the Bic razor then.
Oh, son of a bitch. All right, that's your
Is it that time? I mean,
it's in the black box in my bag. Just kidding, I haven't done it. I'm just gonna see how long it takes him. That would have actually been a funny joke, but no, I do have one.
Oh, good. I'm glad you remembered that because I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I asked Aniero, like, so do we have everything we need? He's like, yeah, sure. And then like 3 minutes later, like lists off 8 things that we need.
Lols.
That's
right,
just how we do. It's how we do. All right.
It's in here. I also brought a shaving kit because I was not convinced that Aniero would have it ready.
I had one.
You want me to shave your head dry?
Just the top part.
Water?
Yeah, we have water. That's what it's there for. How? Come on. It's
Okay, no, whatever.
I mean,
it's challenge time.
You're gonna at least need like a bowl of water or something that you can rinse the razor in.
Go get a bowl of water
or
Do you
something.
have any like cheap conditioner?
No.
You have expensive conditioner?
No.
Do you have conditioner?
No. I'm a man. Why would I have conditioner?
What the fuck? So your hair is stay healthy.
Yeah, no. That's not a priority here.
Healthy.
Definitely not
Healthy
a priority
hair
here.
is a priority.
So yeah, absolutely. I think that's the best change that was listed in the entire thing. The feast has been added to the Wolves' Den.
2 weeks from now.
2 weeks. Womp womp.
Thanks, guys.
Great.
Cool.
Well, you knew there's going to be something.
Well,
back.
You know.
Yeah, but I mean, like this is arguably one of the largest parts of the content of this update, and we have to wait another 2 weeks for it.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a bad idea.
No, I'm talking about the water next to like all the cool stuff.
Oh yeah, just be very careful of that.
Don't be a Juxta.
Yeah.
Go get some
words to live by.
Go get some soap.
So, Stone Sky Sea is also a fucking thing. Why do we have to talk about that?
No,
It's such a disappointment.
What is it?
Stone Sky Sea.
Oh yeah, it's great. It's actually like 14 disappointments?
Oh, good. So, in terms of items, you can no longer advanced materia meld main stats. Diadem eye level 150 gear is now eye level 160.
Yeah, they moved the 150 gear to 160 because
reasons.
They felt like that was needed.
You can't sell Animal Quest items anywhere. Thank you. I've almost sold those items a couple of times. ESO gear, Gordius, Ravana EX, Bismarck EX, Thoradin gear is going to become desynthable, and get Grain Company seal turn-in. You'll get Diable level 1 RSE. And
that's kind of. I guess that's kind of cool, actually, for glamour purposes.
No,
Yeah,
that was a good addition.
That's not bad. No, and first, second coil craftable and dyeable gear. And I understand that I think some of those spoils that you need to be able to craft those come out of coil, so you have to do it to be able to.
So you do still have to do coil.
Yeah.
No.
What are we doing?
What the fuck?
Okay. I can't find anything good to use as a shaving cream.
Do you have any body lotion?
No.
Or not lotion, but
I have
body.
literally shampoo.
Yeah, that's it. I've got shampoo and body wash, and I've got.
Oh, fuck it. Whatever. Just go. Don't get it on the microphone. Jesus.
I'm spraying this way.
Not going to end well.
Fuck my life.
Decent skill max is going to be increased to 220. What's it at now?
What is what?
Oh, I have no idea.
The decent skill.
Oh my god. That's not gonna work. We're ending that.
That's not gonna work.
No.
There's no way this is gonna cut through that.
He put it in. It's like yank. No. All right, moving on.
So what now?
I'm gonna shave the rest of his head.
Well,
unless he's staying as the friar.
No, you can
Friar Juxta.
give someone else a chance. You're kind of bad at this.
What, to give you a haircut?
Yeah.
All right.
Do you want me to come back and do it?
No, I'll do it.
No,
my turn.
Give Aniero a chance.
That's right.
Eskalia, go be the host.
So yeah, let's finish off this list here though. One-handed caster gear now gets a two-handed version.
Yes.
U-Ore and seeds for anima can now be bought with law and esoterics. What is that? Flexibo barding added? What is that?
Yeah, that's the Sephiroth barding.
Oh.
He's got 4 arms in front of him and it's flexing, so it's a flexible.
This is the last time I let you do notes on an outline because it's
really good.
Half of this shit you're making jokes on, and I'm like, what is he talking about? The mentor system.
bullshit.
The mentor system is added. If you want to be a mentor, you can do that now. And setting to automatically ICAM when auto AFK. That's a pretty nice change. I like that. I like that a lot. So that's what we've got in terms of patch notes for 3.2. Yeah, I don't know, guys. What's your overall opinion? Because I think the split has been pretty even about who's excited, who's not, who thinks this is underwhelming. What do you guys think? Is 3.2 going to be enough to get it done here?
Well, it's a lot better than 3.1, that's for sure.
Is it?
I don't know. I think it's going to have to wait and see how much time we actually get out of some of these things. It's going to depend on if the anti-tower is interesting and fun. I mean, remember how excited we were about the Arboretum, and now how that's just like, it's this one again, right?
Well, yeah, but I mean...
Oh, your seat is comfy.
It's a nice chair, isn't it?
It's a very nice...
Doesn't it make you feel like an important person? You want to just lead everything? Because that's what happened to me.
Take a nap.
I'm gonna take a second stab at this.
All right.
I think that
Please don't stab.
That for me, this one's. I think I'm a little bit more excited about this, only because we get new tome gear, and that usually at least keeps you going for 5 weeks, like long enough to get like your 5 main pieces.
5 weeks? That's more like 6 or 8.
Well, just you know what I mean, though.
Aniero, are you deaf?
No.
Are you hard of hearing?
No.
It's loud, ain't it?
It's very loud. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh.
I love flaming lamers.
This is not doing anything. This ain't doing shit.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So, all right.
That's what I said.
All right. So I'm gonna have to come up with something else fun for your head.
Well, we can get him down to like the inverse mohawk at this point. Just like take the front and the back away and leave the sides.
Excuse me, Eskalia.
Yeah.
You are now sitting in the host chair.
Yeah.
You're like the main host, so you need to take control of the show.
Jesus.
Yeah, I did it.
Can't you do this?
I did it very
Juxta
well.
can do it.
Boy, this is more like being yelled at than usual.
You're an
It's because we have an expectation.
bird control.
Beautiful.
You're in the important...
All right. Where were we? So we finished up patch notes. And, all right, let's go to FFFL then.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Which one's yours? Which one of these is yours?
Just take the headphones off, dildo.
We'll take that. Alrighty. Jesus.
Dildo.
Alrighty, guys. So here we go with week 2 of the Final Fantasy Feast League. We had some close matchups this week, or at least they were close for a while, as the Callow Klux clan defeated Titans Banana Hammock to get their first win of the season. The Titans Banana Hammock falls to 0-2.
Those racist teenagers online are gonna butt ram me.
I like
How
it.
does that even make sense?
Because a lot of my
racist.
team are teenagers and they're racist because of their Kyle Klux Klan.
That's right. In another close game, the Besaid Buttplugs advanced to 2-0 over the winless Morty and Jailbirds. Jailbirds coach Squall appears to be on the hot seat, with ownership saying they expect results on the field. And finally, Henger's Crucible also advanced to 2-0 and a share of first place in a tight matchup with Bondage and Servitude, who falls to 1-1 on the season. In other news, this week's waiver wire has been made available, so everybody pay attention. You can select this week from Transkuja, Zidane, Gao, Quistis, Kane, Aldo, Garland, Rydia, Pinello, and Saj.
Or cock.
Or cock. That also available. The matchups for the coming week are going to be Bondage and Servitude versus Titans Banana Hammock.
Easy win.
Easy win, huh? Pride cometh before the fall.
But the Banana Hammock, they got fucking Bannon on their team.
This kind of transphobic and bigoted hate speech isn't gonna fly here, bro.
You missed your chair yet?
Jesus Christ.
Hey, were there lineup changes that you have to announce from that? Because like we talked a little bit about the waiver wire, but we didn't say whose team changed in the.
Sure. This week, the only changes that were made were Juxta switched in Lightning, and switched in Minfilia for Lightning.
Yeah.
Callow dropped. What the hell did you drop?
The Spoony Bard.
The Spoony Bard, thank you.
Oh,
Dropped the Spoony Bard to pick up Renoa and sent Selfie to the bench for Alphinaud.
Yep.
So those were the only changes made this week. A reminder, guys, changes need to be made to me by 11:59 p.m. on Monday of this week.
All right.
So that is the latest that you can submit a change to me, either to try and claim someone off the waiver wire or to change your lineup.
All right, so if I do a change, will I change before the matchup happens?
Yes.
Okay.
As long as you get to me before 11:59 on Monday.
And now that he's actually gotten us the waiver wire this time,
You
before
can do it
the
this time.
day he
Right.
put them up.
Okay, it's a learning process. We're getting there. Also, this week we've got the Mordian Jailbirds squaring off against the Callow Klux Klan.
Yeah!
And
You're
on
going down, motherfucker!
Oh, no.
Have you even won yet?
No, I'm 0-2 on the season.
Yeah, you're just like the Banana Hammock.
I'm a slow starter, but you'll find I'll do great in Double Jeopardy, I assure you.
This haircut.
How is it?
Oh, this is
what
outstanding.
Happened? What happened? Is it
Whoa.
good? I can't see. Let me see on the thing, you dumbass. Gosh.
You got some bangs. You got hair here and here. And you got a little bit back here, too.
You know, this is what happens when every little girl gets her first Barbie.
What the fuck did you do to me? This is awful. What the fuck? God, I hate you guys.
Picture of the DMV like that.
I mean, come on, you look ridiculous.
I think we should just make him stay like that.
No.
Why would he?
I feel like shaving his head is a mercy at this point.
Yeah, but he also didn't have to do this. He did this to help your team out a little bit more.
Yeah, to get us over 2,000 and not be such an embarrassment.
Yeah. God.
All right, and finally, in our primetime matchup, we have a first-place showdown between Henger's Crucible and the Besaid Butt Plugs in a match of someone who didn't know anything about Fantasy League between someone who doesn't care about Fantasy League. I'm so glad they're in first place.
Good.
In other league news, Titus, a.k.a. Johnny Blitzball, continues to have difficulty latching on with the team. Sources cite
Blitzball.
Johnny Blitzball. You see what I did there?
I see what you did there.
Sources cite a lack of maturity, selfish play, and only being a memory as reasons for teams' lack of interest in him. And that's what's going on in the Final Fantasy Feast League this week, guys.
You suck.
You're just mad because you're only 1-1.
I said
you
you're
lost
0-2.
You lost to Henger's Crucible, which I did too, but
Yeah, but they're a terrible team. That really makes me mad.
apparently the people feel otherwise.
They had boobs in real life.
Yeah. I feel like we should mask our team somehow.
Well, it's too late now. People
Yeah,
know who
I
we
know,
are.
but
Just
Don't
remember,
get your
guys, you can
panties
head
all
over to
in a bunch.
limitbreakradio.com. Tuesday nights, the new matchups will be posted. We encourage you all to check that out over at limitbreakradio.com and cast your vote for who wins in the next week.
All right, close your eyes, buddy. It's the bangs are.
Oh, the bangs are coming off.
like half of her team is like Final Fantasy X rejects.
Yeah, well, maybe not rejects, but I don't know if Orin was a reject.
Yeah, that's a pretty
that's
a good look.
The Wick.
That's a good look.
You're some moose away from rocking the Wick, man.
Yeah.
You look like you should be a character out of a Final Fantasy with a haircut like that.
Yeah, juxtaposition appearing in Final Fantasy 15.
Spike it up, maybe.
That's right.
Oh my god. I hate you guys.
I'll be saying the same thing later. Don't worry.
Yeah. Good.
Oh, I'm so ready
So I
for
got
that.
a question.
Yeah.
Who gets first picks on the waivers?
So the waiver wire is what our
This was
original
Callow,
draft order was,
right?
but Callow's been sent back to the end because he picked someone last
Okay.
week. So he is last on the waiver wire, which would make it Aniero was 5th, I think. I don't. No, I think it's Nika. It's Nika, Aniero, you.
Well, Nika's not here, so she's automatically last. But she's going to be dumb and not change anything to her team anyway.
Why would she? She's 2-0. Why would you swap anything up?
It's true.
Ride the hot hand.
I think we should take we should take a poll here. Who do we think's gonna take the first place?
Who's gonna go all the way?
Yeah, it's a good question.
I feel like I'm a contender here,
dude. The all villain lineup was dastardly.
Undefeated, man.
Everyone likes rooting for the villains.
Cliche.
Hold on though. Hold on. Here's the thing though. All right, the last matchup when it was you against the Jailbirds, you were tied for a hot minute there.
Yeah.
And then you pulled ahead at the end. And actually, I think when it first went up, the Jailbirds were ahead.
We were.
Okay?
We got off to a good start, but fell apart in the second half.
Whereas with Bondage and Servitude and the and Henger's Crucible, she was in the lead the whole time. It wasn't even a close one.
This is why Squall's on the hot seat. You got to play 60 minutes, man. None of that first half shenanigans.
Who is Squall?
Me.
Nobody fucking cares about your team.
Yeah,
clearly not.
We're talking about winners here, okay?
Yeah. In fact, I predict that going forward, you're going to be 3-0. I think Banana Hammock's going to take the next. I think Banana Hammock's going to take the next one.
I'm going to drop to 0-3.
Oh wait, hold on. You're going up against Banana Hammock, right?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, never mind. I think that both you and Banana Hammocks are still going to be 0-3.
Yeah.
But unfortunately,
yeah, I'm up against you.
You're all done.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think that. I think Henger's Crucible is going to snatch it from you, man.
You think?
I think so.
In the week 3 matchup?
I don't think so, dude.
Prime time.
She's got a lot of white knights out there, man.
That's true. God, stupid tits.
I don't know. If there's anything about Jack that we know, it's that he disappears when he's needed most.
Yep.
All right, well, so you're all done.
Yay! What?
Nothing. You look great.
Fuck you. Get out of my chair.
Okay.
Nice job, Baldy.
Hey, worth it. $150.
Yeah, somebody help him out of that thing.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, yeah.
Try not to get any hair down on my tattoo.
Yeah, in fact, give me the brush. I mean, he put a tape on it, but yeah. We probably should put this on you backwards to keep it away from your tattoo.
Yeah, you're all right. It's covered. It's covered. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, this is gonna be. Having the hair cut is actually worse than the tattoo because I literally cannot stand having tiny hair on me.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm trying to get as much of this off the back of you as I can.
It's impossible.
You're fucked, dude.
To be honest, as soon as I get a haircut, I just go home and instantly take a shower.
Take a shower.
Yeah, so what do you have to do, like, as far as your tattoo goes for, like, showering?
A couple hours. Yeah, I gotta wash it.
Wait a while.
Yeah, wash it every day and put this Alvino stuff on it.
Yep.
So
there, that's about as good as it's probably gonna get, man.
All right, that's fine. Gotta brush myself off. Oh god. And you own a vacuum, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That wouldn't be good if I did.
Hair, it's fine.
Yeah. Right. Thank you for remembering the bowl of water. I appreciate that. All right. So that takes care of actually all of the notes from the preliminary patch notes.
Does it? Oh, good.
Yes. So we are all the way through those. Eskalia, you are up next, sir.
Yep. All right. I'll be back here to warm up the wax.
Yeah. Oh boy, here we go.
Warming the wax.
Here we go.
Need more wax. It's exciting. Okay, so you know what? I feel like I did more work today than everyone else.
Do you?
Yeah, guys. I don't know if I want to drop Harshafont or if I want to drop Sid.
Oh, I don't know.
I think I'm gonna drop Sid. I think Harshafont's a fan favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I thought Minfilia would be a fan favorite, but apparently not.
No, dude. Seriously, so many people hate Minfilia because of how useless she is. And the new character model that she got isn't as badass as everybody else's is. It makes her look like more of a victim.
Yeah,
you want to talk about victim complex?
Oh well, we'll talk about that on Final Encountercast for sure. By the way, make sure that after we wrap up here, that you head on over to Final Encountercast. We'll be live at 6. It was originally going to be 5. Our tattoo artist Sam kind of threw off our schedule a little bit. We'll be starting live at about 6 o'clock over there at twitch.tv/Final Encountercast. Please join us. We're going to be talking about a lot of stuff. stuff, including fair use. Nostalgia Critic this week came out with a really interesting video outlining some of the challenges of fair use and some of the challenges that YouTube creators and YouTube channels are facing because of all of the legal challenges to fair use and copyright claims on YouTube. So we're going to be talking about all of that coming up on Final Encountercast later tonight. But
I would actually like to point something out before we move on to emails, because that's what's next on our docket. We actually skipped over something in the news that's pretty important.
That's right, we did. Well, because we were caught up with Sam and everything. So, we did want to talk about Patreon, because you guys have been blowing up that Patreon page. It's sitting above 2,500 right now.
We've gotten 4 or 5 new people on Patreon today alone.
That's awesome. We really appreciate the support over at patreon.com/Limit Break Radio.
Patreon.com/ballin.
Bowling.
That's not it, but yes, over at patreon.com/Limit Break Radio, you guys have brought us up above $2,500. We're sitting at $2,509, and we did some work last week. We sat around and powwowed after the show and did some work last week, and Kahlo put these up on the Patreon page. But you guys will notice now that we have a whole new line of milestone goals that we've put up. So this is basically part 2 of our content strategy moving forward.
I'd also like to point out, too, that these aren't the only ones. Like, right now, they're at every $500 intervals, but going forward, as we come up with more ideas, or, if there's any ideas that, that you guys come up with that you'd like to see, we can put those in between there as well.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. So these will grow. There will be other milestones, but we wanted to, we laid out Final Encountercast and our plans to take it weekly. That happened at $2,000, where that's going to be happening in March. And I'm sure that fans of the stream, fans of the show, will notice a whole bunch of other content that we've been working on as well. And that content is factored in here. So Refresh is now airing Wednesday mornings at 10 at twitch.tv/Final Encountercast. That's a show that I do with my friends Will and Joe. We have a blast, and it's like an actual morning show. So tune in 10 a.m. on Wednesdays at twitch.tv/Final Encountercast and wake up with Nate, Joe, and Will. And I promise you that we'll be providing some bomb-ass music and the most interesting talk before noon on a Wednesday. So that's you'll see goals there. You'll also see goals for the Late Show with Robbie.
Yep. And one of the things that we tried to do going forward, or we're trying to do going forward with a lot of the content that we're asking you to back, is we want to prove to you that this content is going to work. You're already doing Refreshing, and that goal is going to guarantee it. Right. So you can basically tune in and listen. Is this something that you want to see more of? Same thing with the Late Show. We see anywhere from like 30 to 50 people sometimes at the Late Show. Right. Right now it's bi-weekly, but eventually when we get to the goal, it'll be going weekly every single Saturday. Yep. Guaranteed. But the thing that I think we're most looking forward to going forward, everyone huge fans of Max V's poster. Right?
Absolutely.
So we thought, why stop at 1?
Right.
We are starting the Limit Break Radio poster series. So at every...
I'm coming! Of course...
I am.
Juxta's back behind the drops now.
Starting at $3,500, and then every 1,000 thereafter, we are going to debut...
Hey, get them mitts, LeBron.
Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yep, I'll keep going on this. Go and grab those mitts.
Oh, shit. How am I going to do drops?
You won't. You'll just have to put Eskalia back over there or something.
Nose. I'll figure it out.
So yeah, going forward at every $1,000, starting at $3,500, we are going to get a new artist to do us another poster, just like Max V did with hers. High quality stuff, and it's going to be a different artist with a very unique style and unique take on the Limit Break Radio cast going forward. And basically, when a new poster comes out, the previous poster is going to be retired. So if you want to get that Max V poster, make sure that you upgrade yourself to the appropriate Patreon level, because when the next one comes out, the Max V poster will be retired, and anyone at that level going forward will get the new one. But we are thinking about at some future point making all previous posters available to buy in some capacity. We still have to work that out. Find some kind of shop or website or something that does that. But the poster things are definitely something that we are all very, very excited for. We've been talking to an old friend of.
No spoilers.
We can tell him who's doing it.
Really?
Yeah. No, I think that'll get people psyched.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, so we've talked to Tam2, who is a very, very old, very, very dear friend.
Oven mitt and one glove.
That'll work. Very dear, very old friend, Tam2. Let's get him on camera. Do it on camera.
Well, do it, Papa Woody. Set it at camera position.
The studio camera 1. Click that.
Yeah.
No, this is going to be stupid sounding.
Well, that's just on Eskalia.
Like everything you say?
Studio camera 1.
Yeah. No, it's. Why did you guys say change the camera?
Oh, I don't know. Was it on the OK one?
It was on. It was already on the one because I changed it.
Oh, okay.
Dummies.
Yeah. So anyway, So Tam2's going to be doing our next one. We have a lot of cool stuff planned. So please look forward to that.
Doesn't matter.
And you might also notice too down at the bottom at 10,000, which we realize is a lofty goal. Aniero here is going to produce an NPR-styled show about gaming.
Is it too tight?
No.
How about now?
It's definitely way too much on my actual skin, though.
I think that's probably enough duct tape.
Bitch, I'll tell you when that's enough.
I thought you were going to say I'm a professional.
All right.
Oh my god.
All right.
Really? Jesus.
Don't itch the tattoo.
It doesn't even itch.
Yet.
All right, I got this first one on.
Oh my god, this is the wrong way on the glove.
What do you mean the first one on? Are you gonna put? Do we rip them off one at a time?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to do one at a time.
Who said that?
I want to do the inaugural one.
No,
Yes.
fuck you.
Yeah.
I get to do the first one.
Okay, you can switch to the other camera now. Woody.
All right, fair enough. I guess you can do the first one.
Are you gonna move your leg up so that we can actually see it?
I feel like he needs to be facing the camera. Can we turn the chair so that you're naturally facing the camera a little bit better?
Well, not if you want my leg showing.
Here, move, Papa. Could you move all the
There we go. That's good.
Things?
That's framed. That's fine.
No?
That's fine. That's good.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, guess what, guys? My eye itches now. Not that it
all right, fuck
hasn't
all
done
you.
it all day, but got gloves on, eye itch.
Okay.
Ready? Yep. Here we go. All right, we're starting. This is wax pull number 1. Here we go. Ready?
Show the camera how much you got.
Oh!
That's a good chunk.
No. Show the camera. The camera.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Is it smooth?
No, actually, it doesn't get smooth for like 24 hours.
Oh
wow. Okay.
Oh man. All right, keep it going. Keep it going.
Papa, is the camera up there is on him nice and good? That one up there, just check into the little viewer. That's a keeper, says Skuro.
I love you. All right. He's shaking.
Visenya says at
That's how
LA
you-
Buttons, don't feel for him.
Why not?
I mean, come on, you look ridiculous.
Wait, we need to get a picture of his leg.
Oh yeah.
Oh, here, I'll do it.
Ellie also says, as a woman who waxes her legs, it actually starts to feel nice after a bit. But I also think,
Yeah.
I doubt it.
I also think that Ellie's probably a bit of a masochist. So
I just love the number 6 for no reason.
All right, hang on. I'm getting it. There we go.
So yes, that's all the Patreon stuff. We actually have a post that went up over at Limit Break Radio, or should have went up over at Limit Break Radio. But make sure that you guys check that out. We love all of you.
By the way, we're going to try to tweet as many of these pictures out over at our Twitter page at
All right,
Limit Break
Callum?
Radio. Make sure that you're following. All right.
All right. Do you know how to do this?
Nope.
Okay. It's pretty easy.
Oh boy. Wait, you
Yeah,
gotta see it. Wait, can we frame this?
Can we get bring that chair over here so I can put my foot on it?
That's better. There
Okay,
we go.
So all you
That's
do
better.
is you're gonna pull straight up this way.
That's better.
Really fast and really hard. Got it?
Really phrasing.
Are you ready for it? I'm gonna count down. All right. 5, 4.
He didn't even get it. Holy shit, dude. What an asshole. Holy shit.
It broke. It broke.
Oh, no.
It broke. I couldn't have planned that.
Oh God.
I didn't plan that.
I'm sorry.
That was an accident, Eskalia.
Oh no. Who gets the next one?
It's me.
Oh.
I love the whimpering that he's doing.
Juxta, how are you gonna do it with the gloves?
I just want to thank everyone
All right.
for their kind donations during the bet.
You could have saved Eskalia from this pain by giving the camp Aniero. I'm just saying.
Oh, it's really funny because I think everyone expected the dick move of me going before I got to 1, but not of it ripping in the corner.
Why don't you show everyone on in the camera what your hands look like, Juxta?
We can see it.
Okay. All right. Well, there you
I'll
go.
let him closer. Look it.
There you go.
You see him? Yeah, this is what I got. Thanks, guys.
Then they see something else.
Well, here you go. You can also see my freaking hairy ass armpits. There you go. Super hairy.
Still snowing.
It's still what?
Nothing. No, absolutely nothing. Nothing.
Fuck you.
Nothing.
Okay. You grip from down here. Get a good grip so you don't have to do it twice.
Do you think I have a good grip?
You don't get to go. And you just yank upwards.
All right.
Come on.
I'm gonna count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ow! Ow!
Did you haul off and punch him in the nose?
No, I didn't hit him.
Oh, I thought you tried to pull the strip and it didn't work and you hit him.
I don't think so. Oh, you son of a bitch! I just see myself.
Oh, good. Oh, good. There you go. Oh.
Delicious.
Somewhere, preferably in a trash can.
Oh god.
Oh Lord. Let's try to read some emails as we.
On the floor.
Well, he waxes up. Yeah. Okay.
Aniero, don't read the first email because it's your turn.
All right. I
Okay.
will. Oh, he's actually gonna get a strip.
You know, I wasn't going to let him because he lost 2, and I partially blame him, or a lot blame him, but I think he should. Since Anika's not here to do it.
All right. So let's see here. Getting down to the emails. Hey there, LBR. Vaylin of Duskfaith, Vaylin Duskfaith of Siren server here. I have a lot to cover, but I'll attempt to keep this short. Yeah, everybody says that.
Yeah.
No, grab here and
First
goes up.
of all,
against the hair.
Oh, are you pulling? You pulling?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull. All right. Ready? One! Ow! Son of a bitch!
Whoa.
That was a big.
That was
damn.
beastly.
Yeah, it was.
beastly.
Okay, this is why I've been shortening the leg hair down a bit. Cause holy shit!
All right, wax it up. It's Papa's turn.
How does it feel? Tell us.
Like when we take that the duct tape off later, you'll get an idea.
Yeah. Do you think it hurts more, or less than the tattoo?
Well, at no point did you go, ow!
Yeah.
No, at no point did you scream like a little bitch.
But he cried.
But whereas yours was like
did cry.
really sustained pain, mine is it hurts like a bitch, but then it passes really fast.
Yeah.
Like it already doesn't hurt anymore.
It's like a band.
Really?
It's like a band-aid.
It's like a band-aid, yeah. Like
It doesn't sting?
No, it actually doesn't sting at all.
Really? Oh, okay.
That's kind of cool.
So Vaylin goes on to say, first off, I'd like to start with the relic I've done. I've done 1, but I feel like there could have been more routes to the end goal of 210. I feel like they entire missed good ways to revitalize content or get people into older content. Something like clear Bismarck or Ravana 5 times and use tokens to buy relic items. D&M could have used spoils to try and get some and more people back in that, as well as Alex Savage. Alex Savage is my biggest focus here. It has absolutely no incentive aside from gear that's only to show prestige. But we all know that the prestige is gone. We get higher item level gear and people are able to clear it even more. My second point is about your Facebook problem, as this is where I personally see myself challenging. I've taken to live streaming recently, but when I look to it, when I look at...
All right, Papa, your turn.
When I look at a too few Facebook groups, I realized I was bashed or even removed from some for trying to help a fundraiser for my child's organization.
So you just grab from not here and you...
This is a really common problem with
Hold on one
Facebook
second, guys.
groups.
Hold on one second. Let me
right.
finish this email. Now, by all
How much
means,
more
I'm a
is there?
nobody, but I didn't let this deter me from what I wanted to do to set out. I raised $50. My question to you guys is, how does a striving content creator...
Oh, he left wax on the leg. Oh, no. Well, what happens now?
Yeah,
buddy?
what do you do about
now
that?
I have to use this oil shit to get it off.
Oopsie doodles.
As a striving content creator, how do I go about raising awareness if you can't self-promote? Thanks for taking the time to read this and any insights that you can give. Forever Salted, Vaylin Duskfaith. P.S. You guys do a great show. I try to catch your stream, but mostly I only hit the YouTube videos. Also, hi, Aniero.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, it's a fucking great show.
Thank you, Vaylin.
My turn again?
No, go away.
What do you mean no?
Do your poll.
No, come on.
Fuck you.
This is a community effort.
So
Does not take community to raise my legs.
By the way, thank you, Vaylin, for that email. This is This has been a big problem. This is what a lot of our complaints about Reddit were, and and we have the same sorts of complaints and the same sorts of frustrations surrounding Facebook groups. And here's the thing about Facebook groups is that these people, when they start the Facebook group, they're not an employee of Square Enix. They're starting just an open group, a regular Facebook group for Final Fantasy XIV players. You know what I mean? Like, the fact that you just got to the fucking name first is all that is. You know, like, no one who admins any of those groups or any of the subreddits or any of that, no one goes to those sites because the people who mod it or admin it are the people who are running it, right? Like, if you, that's... Yeah, right there?
I'd also like to point out that
hang on. Just let me just finish this thought. When you've got people that come to places like Blue Garter, or you've got people that come to places like Gamer Escape or Limit Break Radio, it's because we as sites and we as organizations have been able to put our personalities out there, and that's what people are basing it off of. So when we look at our group and we've only got just below 2,000 people in our Facebook group, and here's this person going, oh, well, I got 100 and some odd thousand. Well, yeah, because it's called Final fucking Fantasy 14. That's it. That's all you got going for you, is you got to the name first before anyone else. And so I feel like those places have an obligation to support the creative community that exists around these games.
They're player haters.
A lot of people will cite Limit Break Radio as their only reason for playing FF14. And I'm not saying that to be arrogant. I'm saying that's the feedback that we get. You guys are the only reason that I'm still continuing with this game, because you guys make it hilarious. Okay? Now, if you consider that, how does that shit hurt your fucking Facebook group that is about FF14? How does it prevent other posts from being seen? How is it even spam? I don't understand it. So, I really appreciate that opinion, Vaylin. Ooh.
How's it going there, buddy?
Doing all right? Is it starting to get better each time? Is it getting better each time?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Doesn't get easy.
Have not released, if that's what you're wondering.
Something else that I'd like to say too, as far as
hashtag it gets easier is not true.
Would you relax?
It might, but it's not so far.
So it's nothing like anal, because I hear that gets easier too.
Yes.
Lol.
Something else that I'd like to add to Vaylin, though, as a struggling content creator, yes, there are obviously a lot of sites that shut down self-promotion and bullshit like that, but there are also
they're not even sites.
No,
dude.
they're not. They're not. There are people.
They're community groups on other pieces of social media, social media, social networking, and that's what bothers me.
Yes, don't let them deter you, which you said that you're not going to. So what you need to do at this point is seek out people, who are more prominent in the actual community at a large, people who who actually know how to promote a thriving community, and reach out to them. If you would have sent us Joe Never, if you would have sent us an email about this, we probably would have given you a little plug on the show as well.
Evolved Male, aka Samus Rage Boner.
Samus, the boning rager, the raging boner. We do stuff like Extra Life.
Absolutely.
Eskalia has done one charity stream now. He's gearing up for another one. So you just have to find the people who aren't
Friday,
ignorant.
March 11th, twitch.tv/LimitBreakRadio.
Who aren't ignorant, self-absorbed assholes who have a god complex moderating a fucking Facebook group.
That's right.
No high five for you.
No, and that's really the thing that bothers me, is that they act like, oh, well, clearly all 100,000 people are here because of me. No, the fuck they aren't. No, the fuck they aren't. Oh, God. I just love how this continues in the background as we just move on.
Visenya says the whimpers are delicious.
Anyway, thank you, Valen. It is really tough. So, I would say reach out to other popular organizations, other popular websites, streamers. Reach out to the people and get involved in the community. And don't be disheartened. Don't be dissuaded, and don't take no for an answer. I mean, when it came down to the thing on Facebook, I'm sure that there were a couple of people who saw my comment that was like, I was warned, first of all, posting one of our episodes over on that Facebook group, and so I was warned, and then I came back to them and I said, well, then you're gonna have to ban me because this is what I'm doing. Like, I'm not gonna stop because you're asking me to.
And I hope there are people who are still in the group that to this day, when an episode comes out, still posts it for us.
I hope so.
That would be amazing.
I mean, because I know that there was a big wave of them that got banned out of it.
When we encouraged people to?
After when we talked about it on the last show. But
Ellie wants to know if she can commission you for a soundboard, Eskalia.
Save one of the bags.
Yeah, there's one out there.
Oh, okay, good.
Sure.
Oh.
What?
Save the hair? Why? No.
Save the bag.
Soundboard.
Let me know.
By the way,
when you get to the
side note, on my charity stream, I will be offering up waxing my arms as one of my stretch goals.
When you get to the inner thighs, let me know. I want to tear one of those off.
I'm not letting you anywhere near my inner thigh.
Oh, that's not what you said last week.
Number one on my list of avoids.
Inappropriate.
Anyway, so yeah, as long as you know why you're there, and you continue to put your opinion out there. That's the thing, is that when somebody comes and says, "Hey, this is against the rules," I don't go, "Oh, okay, sorry for disobeying the rules." I go, That rule's fucking stupid. Question the rule, question the person who's making the rule in the first place, and just, I don't know, push a little bit harder. It takes perseverance. A lot of people are going to tell you no. If you try to do something like this, if you try to stream, if you try to do podcasting, a lot of people are going to tell you can't do this, you can't do that. Just fucking do it. The way that I've always approached the show is to ask for forgiveness rather than permission.
But we never ask for forgiveness. We never say we're sorry.
I know. It's nice. We don't have to do either one of those.
The lower you get on the ankle, the more it hurts.
Aniero, I've made an observation.
What's that?
Without your beard, when you go on your little rants, you are more inspiring and less scary.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah, like I'm sitting here and I'm like, wow, this doesn't seem like the aggressive nature that Aniero usually has, but he's talking the same way.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're actually more inspiring than anything.
That's really weird.
That is really weird.
Baffling.
Guys. Yeah. I have no idea. Anyway, let's move on to our next email.
This was a cool one to get.
Who wants to...
I'll read it.
Okay, go ahead.
Hey, guys and gal at LBR. Vegan Pete here from the self-proclaimed shit podcast, She Heals, I Tank.
Oh no!
I was quite surprised.
If you guys didn't listen to the last episode, Massively OP had come out with a list of MMO podcasts that you have to listen to. We, of course, Limit Break Radio, were at the top of the FF14 pile, and somewhere in there we found this podcast, She Heals, I Tank, that we've never heard of before.
Which was linked to a blog about Final Fantasy XI and veganism.
Yes, which is done by Vegan Pete.
Yeah, and we made fun of how one person would decide to put those two things together.
Yeah, well.
All right, so goes on to say, I was quite surprised when you were reading the list of podcasts for Final Fantasy XIV and you read off She Heals, I Tank. We are about to record episode 8. I only created a Twitter account for it since episode 4. We are so bad that I haven't even told our FC members that we started a podcast. The she part of the podcast even told me the other day I wouldn't listen to our podcast. What a bitch. I
like this guy. This is nice.
He's written in before. Now that I see his name, Vegan Pete, I recognize that.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. All right.
I don't have a clue how... In fact, actually, he might have been one of the emails that inspired one of our previous episodes.
What? Which one?
We had 2 emails that inspired an episode: the tinfoil hat edition, and then the PvP. The PvP one. I think his email might have been the PvP one.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
Yeah, what a bitch. I don't have a clue how massively OP even found out about our podcast unless somehow we come up if you Google FF14 podcasts. I have to give credit where credit is due, though. You all at LBR are responsible for this abomination of a podcast. hey, no passing the blame on to other people.
Yeah.
You've made this bed, you sleep in it.
That's right.
You all make it seem like so much fun that it inspired me. You also took so goddamn long to read my email about PvP.
There it is.
Then I decided to make my own podcast to talk about it.
Damn, this good shit.
That's funny.
But guess what?
That's
I was
funny.
right. Despite having what can only be described as a shit podcast, I'm having a great time making it, and I'm trying to get good.
And you know what? That's all you need to do. Like, the fact that he's making it, putting it out, and letting people hear it, I mean, that right there, just doing the work is a big part of the equation right there. So good on you, Vegan Pete.
You all kind of threw me under the bus now by mentioning the podcast. People might actually listen now, and I'm going to try to make it better quickly. And here's something I have to say to you, Vegan Pete. First of all, yeah, we're glad that we inspired you to do this, but here's the problem, okay? And hopefully this doesn't come off as discouraging, but a lot of the podcasts that pop up out there, they're all the fucking same.
Yes, they are.
Right? Every single one of them, okay? I mean, obviously, it's easy.
Not just FF14 podcast.
No, not even just FF14 podcast.
Yeah.
But it's really easy to criticize podcasts for having, horrible background noise, shitty quality, people with no personalities, that kind of bullshit, right? But what's worse is when you have an entire little subculture of podcasts within a community, and they're all the fucking same, okay? So, Vegan Pete, I'm really glad that you are coming back at this with renewed vigor, but here's my challenge to you, right? If you want to get good at this, it isn't even about the equipment you use or the quality of your sound, okay? It's about making yourself unique and doing something with your podcast that nobody else is doing.
That's right.
And if
Wax
you
your
can,
legs.
Yeah, doy.
And if you can do that, Vegan Pete, right, we will have you on the show.
I think that's a reasonable watermark to set for him.
Yeah. He goes on to say, regarding your question of what does veganism and gaming have to do with each other, absolutely nothing. My original idea was to make a big veganizing FF14 culinary recipe, and then I got an itch to make the podcast, and I'm so inept technologically that I wasn't going to make a second site. I do plan to continue the recipes once I figure out this podcast thing. Please look forward to it.
Oh, well, that's kind of disappointing. I hope it was going to be like a podcast, embracing the two. See, that's something else that nobody else is doing. There's your niche.
Nobody wants to hear about veganism.
Well,
don't worry about the giving you shit for being vegan. I'm used to it. If you think of an original joke about it, then I'll be impressed. Anywho, thanks for noticing me, Senpai. I love the show and will always listen. All the best, Vegan Pete.
Oh, Vegan Pete.
P.S.
Nice guy.
Oh, this is great. I got put into an extreme roulette with Eskalia a week or two ago and totally beat her in DPS. At least I've not got that going for me.
Nice, Vegan Pete.
Thanks for saying hi, asshole.
Yeah, I wish I could think of an original vegan joke. I'm like going through my Rolodex and I'm just not coming up.
Is it my turn again yet?
No, go away.
No, my turn.
Are you?
Oh, ow!
I feel like this is really unbalanced in terms of
how many strips he gets to pull.
Well, no, how much he's doing. Eskalia, do you have to do all of them?
All of his legs?
Yeah.
Well, then it's going to be uneven if he doesn't. He doesn't want to be, in bed with his girlfriend. It's oh, smooth prick. What the fuck? Like, that's jarring.
Like, do you want to continue
I can't
going?
tell you how much I hate that you're right.
Like, do you want to continue going down this road? Is there an easier path?
Yeah, it's called shave.
Like, do you want to shave?
They paid for this.
Yeah.
And plus, all the
We're doing this till the end of the show. We've got another 30 minutes.
all
So
the chicks are digging the squeals and the crying in the background.
they really are. I don't know why. It's
Ellie
really
Button
weird.
says so hot. Oh, okay, well, I tried to get you out, but
Thank you, Juxta.
All right, let's take our next email here. Hello, guys. Hi, Nika, and whatever Eskalia chooses this week. So I hate to burst anyone's bubble.
I think given the circumstances, we can go with feminine pronouns.
So I hate to burst anyone's bubble. No, I'm lying. I love it. But if you look at our previous patch cycle of 2.x and know that SE likes to recycle everything, then only the 0.1s of every cycle will have job-specific gear. There's no reason to get your hopes up. Please look forward to it. I hope I am wrong, but we all know I'm right. Sincerely, Evil Hippie, a.k.a. Alarium Morningstar of Sergeant Tanis. P.S. Eskalia, please enjoy the dick pics attached that Aniero lies and swear he never saw. So you can have the dick pics if you want.
Go touch his
Yeah,
dick.
you better. I'll take them.
So when he says job-specific gear, is he referring to tome gear?
yes.
Because we're getting tome
no,
gear.
job specific. So Paladin, Dark Knight, Warrior.
Right, like how we were saying on the last episode that each job is going to get its own primal set.
Wait, hold on. Has there been tome gear that wasn't job-specific?
Sure.
Yeah.
Of course.
Every single fucking tome gear except for the 0.1.
Yeah. That's it.
Why? How come I can only remember ones that... All right, so give me a ninja one that wasn't job-specific that came from tome.
Magi Tech gear of scouting.
Yeah,
Really?
all
Who
the
else wore that
all
shit?
the ironwork shit.
Okay, well, because you're a moron, you only play ninja. The casters, the healers, and the tanks all share their gear.
But we don't give a shit about them.
Fucking Christ.
God damn it.
Did you really bring us to a grinding halt for that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
ninja's fine. We still get our own gear. That's what's important.
Fucking, shut the fuck up. I hate you so much.
Jesus Christ.
Juxta's just mad because he has his kitty gloves on.
This shit is actually really annoying and really hot. And I'm going to have to take a shower after this episode, according to the little card. So,
Are you?
yeah, after 2 hours.
Oh, okay.
And he got done in about an hour.
Yeah, that's about right. Okay, so yeah. All right, let's move on to our next email here, which...
I got this.
Okay.
This is the long one. But you know what? Look at this shit. Look at how perfectly it's typed up.
well
and
formatted. It's well formatted.
I did not change anything. That was his doing.
I gotta say, Sihuvak.
Nun.
Thank you.
Kahuvak.
Kahuvak. Whatever.
right.
Thank you very much. You get very good formatting.
Yeah, if
All right.
everybody could do this, that'd be great. Dear LBR crew, longtime fan lurker, this is my response to LBR episode 51. My thoughts on how to fix endgame rating by Kahuvak Nun of Sargentana server. We've all heard this before. Why should I do Savage? I got my diadem pieces to fill in the gaps from my item level, or who cares? The gear sets will be obsolete in a few weeks anyway. The overwhelming negativity.
Wow.
That's not played up for the bit or for the show. That is genuine pain right there.
Wow.
He's quivering. The overwhelming negativity towards Alex 1 Savage through Alex 4 Savage is so great that I feel that my fingers may get numb from typing all the various responses to it. The same can be said for how to fix it. They should make it easier for us. I pay a sub fee, damn it. Why doesn't SE just increase the item level for the equipment? And lastly, they should make more treasure coffers for it. Psst, that last one is my favorite. The point I'm trying to make is that there's really no ultimate solution on how to fix endgame rating for Savage without catering to every plea from everyone. The problem with Alex is that there are multiple sources of higher item level equipment that can be obtained from more easily than doing Alex.
Right.
Alex, as well as Coil, had an equivalent item level counterpart with upgraded esoterics and upgraded poetics gear, respectively. So in essence, high-end raid gear were essentially trophies or glory gear that raiders can be prideful of obtaining. And that's pretty much it. The earning reward system is what I think is really broken. If high-end gear is going to have an equivalent and more easy counterparts in the next patch and beyond, why should you play high-end raiding? High-end raid instances should have 3 coffers from each instance for each roll. This allows a more guaranteed roll on items. The gear should grant a damage defensive buff after equipping more than one piece and is stacked every time more of the set's pieces are worn. The buff can be activated by purchasing an item with the highest Allagan tombstones. By locking the item buff behind a purchase of Allagan tombstones, it allows the raiders to make a more focused choice, either by tombstone gear or by the item for raid pieces that the player already has equipped. The item level of the raid gear can even be the same as tombstone gear, but raid gear needs to have a better payout. I believe an equipment buff can alleviate that problem in trying to get the best in slot. I'll even go a step further and say that maybe raid gear can be used as a catalyst for the next tier of raiding instances on the following patch. Similar to how SE allowed the ability to recycle our Zetas, the point I'm trying to make is that the equipment is the biggest issue that SE needs to get right as a reward for completing extreme content.
You're right.
Having the same item level is pointless in the eyes of a gamer that is a raider versus a casual player unless there's some added benefit. I am a filthy casual, but I'm interested in endgame raiding. I do want a challenge, but not at the cost of my sanity for a reward that is equivalent to an item that can be received more easily. P.S. The other issue SE needs to fix is not being able to equip 2 of the same rings. If I want 2 fending, slang, etc., I should be able to equip them. Equipment sets should be all equipment slots filled. That equals 12 pieces, not 11.
Yeah, I agree with that. Why the fuck don't you get 2 rings as part of a set?
Yeah.
I main as a paladin. Shields are part of our weapons too, so eat a dick, it stays at 12. PSS, major shout out to my Eternal Dawn family, LBR crew, my friends, and all the people on Sarge. I'm out. Mic drop.
Thank you very much for that email, Kuhuvak.
Why did none of us think of that?
I don't know.
Like, that seems such an easy change, too, and so obvious as a way
idea
to elevate raid gear without worrying about higher item levels or anything like that.
But the thing is I do think that I'm going to defend the higher item level, because if that's where we know we're going to in a patch, or in an expansion, throughout the entirety of the expansion
yes.
anyway.
I still think that yours is a cool idea, not even necessarily as a way to fix it, but it just brings a new aspect to the game that is definitely missing.
Yeah.
But absolutely, I think having I think I brought up once the idea of doing what WoW does, where set bonuses like change the job mechanically somehow, but even just giving stat boosts when you get certain sets of the gear, and maybe you have to unlock them with tokens or Allagan tombstones. I think that that's probably one of the smartest and most easily implementable changes that they could make to raiding. Is it my turn?
Oh.
I'm taking a second.
Oh man, Eskalia is taking a sweet time. All right, we do have some callers that I want to get to before we wrap it up here. I don't think that we have time to really. Ew, God, don't touch my face.
I wanted to know what it felt like.
Gross. We don't have time to get super into big discussion topics, but we'd love to hear from you if you want to call in and make fun of us or whatever. Limit Break Radio on Skype or 810-515-8715. We've only got about 20 minutes, so if you got calls, get them in now. We're going to go to the phone line. Skuro is on the line. What's up?
That's the stupidest name I've ever heard.
What's up, Skuro?
Yeah.
How you doing?
Guys.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Okay.
What's your topic, man? We gotta go.
I have no idea how to follow.
Go.
For Fuhrer Aniero over here and Friar Juxta.
That was like
Hurry, Skuro.
That was like an hour ago.
You're gonna miss your opportunity. We're gonna drop you if you don't get to your topic. Go. Oh wait, my turn.
Yeah. So my topic was actually on primals.
Okay, go quickly. Talk about the primals.
What do you want to talk? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So personally, I would like to see that storyline get expanded a little bit more. Instead of being MSQ, where in 2.x it really felt like they were just kind of more thrown in there.
Right.
There's a lot of times where you're doing primals, and it was like you'd be doing something that was kind of the social aspect of Nagiri, or kind of like the stuff going on in Old Dawn, and then all of a sudden be like, oh, hey, we got to take care of this primal. It just seemed really jarring, and it would be nice to have like a separate storyline for that, which is what I do appreciate about it, but at the same time, I don't want them to like really half-ass it like they did with Extreme Primals with Urianger.
Well, we already know that the extreme primals are just going to be, or the extreme versions of the Warring Triad are just going to end up being a toss-off, because they've already said that the normal modes or the story modes are going to be the ones that are connected to unlocking the other stories.
And because they come out at the exact same time as normal mode, they're probably just going to give them to the Bard.
Yeah. So
I'm just thinking, like, with that, like, Unklai, that character that we've been constantly talking about.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping they would expand more on that side of the story, where it's like you don't really know if it's doing a good thing for people, or if it's actually a bad thing. Like what it's really working for, and exploring more of that storyline as opposed to just being like, hey, we have this primal, it's causing an issue, go fuck it up.
But already that storyline with whatever his name is was kind of disconnected from the MSQ to begin with. It sort of makes sense. Like, okay, if we're gonna focus in on this part of the story, like to disambiguate that out from the MSQ, I think makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't think it's I don't think that's the worst decision that they've made.
No.
But there is that whole like, oh, we've got the primal threat again. If that redirected what you were doing in the MSQ, I think at this point we would be like, oh, again with this shit.
The other thing to keep in mind too is if it's something that's in the main storyline quest that you have to get past, I think that people kind of people expect it to have a certain level of difficulty so you don't get stuck on it, right? Whereas if they diverge it off to the side, then it can be a little bit more challenging.
Yeah.
I mean, at least with the Ravana and Bismarck, like they really integrated that a little bit better into the story. I mean, even like Shiva did a little bit better, but like the other ones, I mean, they were just completely left, like completely out of the field there. They just were random as hell. So I would want to see a lot more of that integrated into the story, and it being, if anything, even just being a completely offshoot story that's actually genuinely interesting, as opposed to just, oh, hey, we need to go kill these things.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, it still remains to be seen what that actual storyline is going to be.
Yeah.
Because between Ravana and Bismarck, we after those wrapped up, we didn't get any, like, it didn't move forward. We don't know any more about that kid. And there's a lot of speculation. Is he related to the Asians somehow? Is he related to there's a ton of speculations. Speculations. I think his name is some kind of reference to dragon lore. It's
dragon lore.
Yeah, Unklai.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks for the call, Skrull. We got a bunch of people. We got a bunch of other people who want to call in.
Get the fuck out.
But thanks for your call, dude. Much appreciated. Salty Stat in the chat saying I miss the beard. I do too, a little bit.
Hiccup.
Coltrane.
Wow.
Wait, did you just say hiccup?
Yeah.
That's my thing.
Okay.
Why are you doing it?
I like your haircut.
How have I not done it before?
I like your haircut.
Yeah, usually you're doing it ironically, though. I think you totally just did that, like, just naturally.
Yeah, I have been.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Coltrane in the chat wondering why I don't have to do anything. That's because Team Juxta, which I was part of, won. Juxta technically didn't have to do anything either. But he elected to for extra money.
Wow. That was a big one. That sounded...
Are you inside the thigh yet?
Getting there.
Dibs.
God. I feel like we're going to have to do some of the end of this off the air.
Well, we do. Remember, we still have the camera up there that's recording all of it. That'll be like the extra
that's
bonus
true.
footage.
Yeah. The Eskalia is going to have to edit all of this footage together and put it out on a YouTube.
Oh, a montage?
A montage?
Yes.
Yes, training montage.
Bitch. Gotta get a montage.
Oh, so yeah. By the way, youtube.com/Limit Break Radio is where you're going to be able to see that. We've been stepping up our game over at YouTube, posting a whole bunch of highlights. We Papa. Actually, this is probably a good place to talk about
Papa Woody.
Papa Woody is actually, you're going to be hosting a new show here on Limit Break Radio. So as most of our patrons already know, we when we finish up the show, we go out and we do our post show green room show, and we are separating those two things now. And Papa's going to be hosting our post show. So if you want to hear a whole bunch of analysis from from the show, a meta discussion about the events of the show, and then Papa's also going to be able to interview, whichever hosts he wants.
Yeah. Think Jerry Springer, but Limit Break Radio.
But the thing is, the main piece of criticism that we always got from those videos is that it always just felt like a kind of continuation of the show.
None of this was funny at all.
And so what we wanted to do is we're still going to have the green room video, and we're going to set up the camera. And we're just going to bullshit. It's going to basically it's going to capture what happens in the green room after the show, and Papa is going to do all of the organized stuff, the figuring out what the highlights are going to be, asking how the show went, analyzing segments. All of that stuff is going to be done by Papa hosting, and it's going to be done live here on the stream.
It's kind of like how sometimes they'll interview porn stars after certain shoots about what they thought went on.
So what'd you think of that?
Yeah, it's not entirely different from that, but Papa's gonna be hosting it. It's called the Post Show with Pops. Kookie's gonna be co-hosting it. Thank you, Kook, for doing that.
Skuro says the intern got a team. Now he's got a show. What are you gonna tell me next? He's getting paid?
No.
That definitely is not happening.
Why would we pay the intern?
Why would we do that?
We're making him do work.
Exactly.
The reason you guys are used to interns not doing work is because for the fucking life of us, we couldn't get Juxta to do anything productive.
We tried a lot.
They asked me to do stuff, and I did it really well. So they stopped asking me to do stuff.
You know what? Here's the distinction, all right? Papa Woody's getting work because he's actually an intern.
Right.
You know what Juxta was? He was a mascot.
It's not wrong.
That was our best mascot.
Anyway, so make sure you're looking forward. We're going to have, I think, the first episode of that today because, with all of the stuff that's been going on in the studio
what
today.
a great episode to kick it off.
Something to keep in mind, too, is we will be switching the chat to sub-only mode on Twitch.
That too.
Only people who are subs will be able to chat or ask questions.
Right. Everyone will be able to watch it.
You'll be able
to, you'll be able to watch it on stream, no problem. But if you want to chat, got to fork over that $4.99 for the subs. So that's going to be going on here. Actually, I guess today it'll be over at twitch.tv/Final Encountercast for today.
It will.
So make sure.
Can we?
We could pop back. I don't know.
I think if we're gonna put it into sub mode, we'll have to pop back.
Oh yeah, we will. Yeah. So actually, that will happen here at twitch.tv/Limit Break Radio. We'll throw a host back over, and then
hosting all over the place.
I know we're gonna be bouncing you guys all over the place, but make sure if you haven't yet, go follow twitch.tv/Final Encountercast.
Now that's just for the post show. Only post show will be sub mode.
That's right. So what happens is then those video, the video archive of those will be going to YouTube, and they will be available for our patrons long term. But if you want to hear the post show, it's something that you kind of got to tune in live for until we hit that $3,000 mark on Patreon, which really we're only less than $400 away, less than $500 away from hitting that mark. And then we will be permanently podcasting that show through limitbreakradio.com. Let me explain why that is, okay? It takes actually a bit of time and production to be able to get a podcast ready.
Yeah, you got to cut out all the bad.
Well, not just the bad, but there is post work that has to be done. So
audiomancy, if you will.
Yes, audiomancy. That's a good way to put it. So, in order to be able to make sure that we have the resources to podcast that every single week, and we would be able to probably do it every once in a while, but it's adding a considerable amount of work to our plate to do it every single week. That's why we've set it at the $3,000 goal. So.
Which unfortunately mostly falls on you too. So
yeah, it does. So make sure that you check out patreon.com/Limit Break Radio. Give if you can. If you've enjoyed today's broadcast, any of the stunts that we've been doing, any of the crazy shit that we talk about here on the show, make sure you either hit that sub button or you head on over to patreon.com/Limit Break Radio.
Eskalia, buddy, where'd you go? Less whining, more waxing. Chop, chop. Slacker.
All right, let's go back to the phone lines before we got to wrap up here. We've got Isabel Drake.
Ooh, this is a new one.
Thanks for giving us a call. How you doing, Isabel?
Actually, I'm not new.
Oh.
It's just been a while.
No,
I called during the trivia.
Yeah, Izzy's called before.
It's also a guy.
Not what you were expecting, huh?
No.
Isabel.
Anyway,
what's up?
Yeah. The bet has been amazing all day today. I just want to say good job with that. Totally make take the day off worth it.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
You took the day off for this? That's awesome.
That is really cool.
It's probably the best day off you could take.
Did you take a day off for this, or did the day off just happen to line up?
Well, with my job, I sign up for extra shifts on Sunday.
Okay.
So.
Oh, you
I
just decided not to sign up today. Okay, so you didn't have to like put down like a fake excuse for why you wanted the day off, because you didn't want to be like, oh, well, I want to watch a bunch of guys on the internet shave each other's heads,
Shave each other. Period.
and wax.
Yeah.
Shave and wax each other.
Right.
That'd be a fun listener bit. What's the best excuse you've ever given to listen to Limit Break Radio?
Don't forget, we also poked each other.
So all right. Well, Isabel, what do you want to talk about today?
Well, there's been so much going on today, but there's one thing that I really want to make sure you guys didn't forget.
Okay.
Weren't you supposed to become a Lala?
Now, this... Now, hang on. Yes. Now, this I want to discuss. I'm gonna pop it into the in-game studio for this. All right. So, I've been giving this a lot of thought. A lot of consideration.
I don't like how this conversation is starting out.
And here's the thing.
Follow the rules.
Here's the thing, okay, is that you guys have given me the title The Elder Primal of Salt.
Mm-hmm.
And we all know how primals work. Is that you don't actually get to control the shape that the primal appears in. That is up to the followers. The followers determine what I look like. I can't change to a Lalafell because I can't break the primal rules.
Okay, but you're Odin, so that just means we need to get a group of Lalafells to kick your ass. That way you can
No.
Butt from pulling that horse shit out.
Of kicking.
No, what needs to happen is all of the Aniero fights. That's what I'm going to call you. What all of the Aniero fights need to do is they need to tweet or Facebook Limit Break Radio and tell me your desire for me to change to a Lalafell. You guys,
Potato Den.
There you go. Hashtag Potato Den. Sure, we'll come up with.
I was gonna say the chat is already full of it.
That's fine. That's fine. But the thing is I want to be able to tally how many Aniero fights have asked for Potato Den. Okay.
You hear that, guys?
So
head to Facebook, head to Twitter, and hashtag Potato Den.
Potato Den. You've got to tag Limit Break Radio in it, and that will seal the aether around my body as a new form. That's how we're doing this.
That sounds dirty.
It's a little weird.
I'm out of strips.
I'll admit it. But
what?
You're out of strips.
They only gave me so many.
I see napkins there. Use those.
Using napkins.
Here's how well napkins work.
Hold on. Can we use the other side of the strips? Actually, they feel the exact same.
I think you can.
Probably. If you want to touch them.
No, just stop. Stop. We're at the end of the show.
Over here.
We're at the end of the show. Melky
We got plastic.
Melky Thera tossing $1 in and saying hashtag Potato Den. Make sure, hit Twitter, hit Facebook, hit social media. The Aniero fights are going to have to make this happen. So, all right. Well, thank you, Isabel, for your call. Do you want to make any shout-outs here?
Sure. I'll shout out to the Wrist Breakers on Balmung and the Order of the Wild Rose on Adamantoys.
Balmung.
Is that Kooky? Kooky?
Yes.
Kooky, what are you doing?
What?
Inspiring with me.
I just want to say hi to Balmung. I'm sorry.
Kooky, have you been having a good time watching all of this bet shenanigans take place?
Yes, I've been laughing so much over here.
I bet. Kooky, we're really excited for you to hang out and host our post show with Pops.
Yay.
We're super excited to hear that, and I hope you guys have been writing down some some really interesting questions that the LB Army would want to ask us. So. Kook, we're super excited to hear from you after Final Encounter Cast wraps up.
We got that, and also we already have like 5 people on Twitter doing potato in.
Kooky,
That's only 5. That's only 5.
Only 5.
I've
Love you too, Kylo.
I've counted a lot more Aniero fights over time than 5. But Kooky, thanks so much for popping in and for everything that you do here for LBR and FEC. So, all right. Well,
can I kind of want to say something to Kooky that I don't know if I should.
What?
No, you probably shouldn't.
If I do it though, it needs to be on air because it's gonna be great.
Oh my gosh!
Get the fuck going.
Are you happy on Swagaton as Kooky? I mean, are you glad that you switched?
That's right. Yeah, because Kooky popped over to Sergeant Thomas. Yeah.
She left.
I am actually happy. I'm getting things done. I actually have T9 through T13 cleared.
Good.
You're welcome.
Look at that.
So there's no like desire to go back to Balmung.
I have an alt on Balmung, so I'm okay.
So you're fine.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm fine. I actually did queue in with a couple members of my old FC through the data center, so no problem.
Do you remember how I said that you should never make a bet with a thief because I'm going to win no matter what? Like, I will always find a way?
I'll find something else, don't worry.
Okay, because I totally used guides on Tomb Raider.
Oh my god, are you freaking kidding me?
all those times where I sat there pretending like I was figuring it out by like process of elimination and detectiving, totally using guides.
Asshole.
Wow. Well, enjoy your new home, Kooky. You're here and you're not going back.
I love you, Kooky.
And we hung up on her. Thanks, Kook. Thanks, Kook. All right, that's going to do it here for Limit Break Radio. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and for watching all of the Make Good on the Bet stuff. Like I said, I cannot name another FF14 show that would go to the lengths to entertain you guys that we went here today. So if you guys enjoyed...
Here's my thing, too. Like, if you were to ask the community at large, right, about like what are some of your favorite podcast episodes?
Right.
Like make a top 5, right?
Right.
I bet that we would be all 5 of them.
We might be.
There's only one episode that I think might make it into the top 5.
Is it the one where we appeared on State of the Realm?
Yes, it was.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Anyway, so if you had a good time, make sure you hit that follow button. Hang out with us all the time. We do crazy shit like this on the show here. So this is what we do. This is what we love to do, and we're so happy that you guys find value in this and are willing to support our dream, because this is the dream right here. I mean, I know that we're putting ourselves through bizarre, weird stunts, but this is literally the dream. This is what all of us come here every single Sunday to be able to do.
Yeah, and even when we're putting like ourselves through pain, guess what? It's still more fun than me sitting in a fucking retail store dealing with bullshit customers. Papa, you can sit down.
Damn, this good shit.
Yeah, there's
a chair now.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Yeah. Anyway, all right, make sure you stick around, because coming up at 6 o'clock, we're going to be popping over to twitch.tv/Final Encountercast and doing episode number 9 of Final Encountercast.
40 minutes? I do need to shower.
Yeah, let's go. Let's say a little bit after 6.
Okay. We can just aim for 6:30.
6:30?
Yeah.
All right, fine. We'll say 6:30 over at twitch.tv/Final Encountercast. Make sure that you join us live if you'd like to call in. We're going to be talking about fair use. Are you a content creator? Do you create stuff on YouTube? Have you ever gotten a copyright claim on any of your videos? We want to hear about this, because this is a problem that has been affecting many, many, many gaming YouTubers and content creators. And so we want to talk about that. That's coming up next at Final Encountercast over at twitch.tv/Final Encountercast. That's going to be it for this episode. Guys, I can't believe that we actually made this shit happen.
Right? We fit it all in.
It's insane. I saw Thor's question earlier in there about a ghost pepper. I swear to God, we went to a dozen different stores in the Metro Detroit area. None of them have a ghost pepper, including the one at Mexican Town. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
How do Mexicans not have ghost peppers?
It doesn't make any fucking sense. No, the thing is I would have loved to do the ghost pepper if we could find one. I don't know why we're having trouble finding one, because I was able to find them in a package
before
about a year ago, and I was cooking with those for about a year.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to have them, and I actually realized that I ran out. So
You'll get it one day.
Well, yeah. The next time
it's coming. It's totally coming. The ghost peppers are on the way.
If we have to order this shit off of Amazon, I swear I found them enough locally. I didn't think I would have to do that, but the ghost peppers will eventually happen.
And
so
it's not just Aniero trying to find them. We sent out our intern to find them too, and he had
2 different cities. Couldn't find
2 different cities, guys.
Cities, not
2
towns.
different cities. We really did. We
It looks like people are saying that ghost pepper is Thai, and
Yeah.
if you had gone to an Indian shop, you might have found them.
I did.
No, he did, guys.
I did. I went to a bunch of different grocery stores, including ethnic grocery stores around here. So yeah, I absolutely, that was there. And I asked too. I would walk right in and go, "Hey, do you got ghost peppers?" And they'd look at me weird, and then I'd be like, "Yes, I want fucking ghost peppers." And then they go, "No, we don't carry those anymore."
Those are illegal by the United States now.
Thank you guys so much for your calls, Skuro and Izzy. We really appreciate it today. And make sure that you go tune in over at twitch.tv/Final Encountercast. Final Encountercast episode number 9 coming up next at 6:30 p.m. over on that channel. Of course, LimitBreakRadio.com is where this podcast is found. FinalEncountercast.com is where you can find our other show. Make sure you check those out. We really appreciate all of the support, guys, at patreon.com/LimitBreakRadio. Thank you for all of your contributions to the bet. I hope that it was worth it. Take it easy, guys. And for my co-hosts, Kalo Landis, Juxtaposition, Eskalia Ryumasa, even though she's not here, Nika Kayanian, and Papa Woody and Kooky Persona helping out with the production. Thank you guys so much. I'm Aniero. Keep listening. Limit Break Radio is a production of LimitBreakRadio.com and Bender Media Productions. Today's episode was produced by Juxtaposition and Eskalia Ryumasa. Final Fantasy XIV and Eorzea are trademarks of Square Enix. Funding for Limit Break Radio is provided by Miri Kennett, Captain Failboat, Zuri and Urexin, Azura Giacho, Bianca Forwin, Kalina Ashsaber, Thor Carson, My Waifu, and fellow Limit Break Radio listeners. To support Limit Break Radio, visit patreon.com/Limit Break Radio. Opening music in this episode from Daniel Lambie. Listen to Man with the Machine Gun and other great tracks at facebook.com/Daniel Lambie Metal Gamer. Closing music in this episode provided by Husky by the Geek. Listen to this and other great Final Fantasy XIV and video game rock covers and original music at facebook.com/Husky by the Geek. In-game graphics for Limit Break Radio's Twitch stream are provided by Diamond Multimedia. Check out their line of AMD graphics cards and other hardware at diamondmm.com. Limit Break Radio and its hosts are solely responsible for its content.